All right, we're going to be live. Hello, everyone. We are
Oh shit,
live.
Sarah, that's amazing. I just saw the link. I have to show you the thing that I'm working on. We have to give it to them all at the same time.
Oh gosh.
Christmas
Hi,
is coming.
everyone. We're
Hello.
plotting evil against Christian.
Yeah, wonderful. This is how you know you're loved by the right people. They find out what your phobias are, then they use them against you. Although in this instance, it's a stupid phobia, so it's well deserved. So yeah, welcome everyone. Back to RuneQuest Sacred Time.
Aw, fluffy.
Sacred Time and Catbutt.
And
We get
Yeah.
Catbutt.
Welcome back
Yeah,
to this
so
episode of
there was I guess a couple of people got screwed up, and we're here early from our overseas listeners because I don't know why this happens, but like the UK sets their clocks back before us, so they had a couple weeks where like it was like an hour earlier for them, so they're like, oh cool, it's starting at 11 rather than midnight for their time,
And then it's midnight.
and then it switched back. Yeah,
Weird.
Because daylight savings is bullshit.
it is, but you know what? Like,
Concept.
I love getting the hour extra of sleep, but I hate like losing it again in the spring. It always pisses me off.
It's fucked me up
I
so
just
bad.
sleep.
I'm like,
I just sleep an hour later that night because I'm like, fuck you guys. You're not taking anything from me. Fuck
I'm
you,
just
world.
getting so exhausted so early now, and I hate it.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
dark. I get the seasonal affective disorder too. The dark when it's like dark. Yeah, I hate it.
Seasonal affective disorder and your regular depression.
Yeah. She's just like sitting on my lap like a little human, and I'm just
Aw.
like,
Mm.
She's the
She is
bestest
people.
of kitties. All right, so check out Rainy Runs RPGs. I said it right this time.
Rainy
you got it
plays
wrong.
games.
Fucking son of a bitch. Check out Rainy, okay?
Check out
Just
Rainy.
check Rainy. Just check out Rainy, and he's cool, all right?
Yeah.
One day I'll get it right, I swear to God.
I like the conviction that you were right.
I
Right?
nailed it. Yes. Like, no.
Yes. No. Fuck. I'm so bad
Every
at
one
this.
of those words except for Rainy was incorrect.
I'm just going to be like, check out Rainy stuff from now on.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
Rainy has released some really great stuff recently. Check it out. All right, that's all I'm going to say. He's
we'll have to
he's
do
killing it as usual.
We'll have to start making up some chat commands so you could just do like exclamation point rainy and his stuff comes up.
John Malcolm. No, it's not available with video. It was an audio only. John, we wanted to look like scrubs that night, so we didn't do it because we had been hanging out all day and didn't want to look presentable. Oh, what
I'm in
passes
my
for
bathrobe
presentable
right now. No
in my
excuses.
in my case. Yeah, you don't need to see my six head for that. So, I think that's the only thing. These three people, Amber, Jess, and Kent, will be at PAX in December.
Yes, we'll be at Packs and Plugs.
So that's
Yep.
cool. Let me know how that
Out in
goes because I've
Philly.
always been curious about PAX, although I'm not curious about Philadelphia. Fuck that place.
Really?
I'm just kidding. I
I
just
like
like to
Philly.
antagonize different cities. It's
I
like,
know.
because I like wrestling. I watched wrestling too much as a kid,
Canada.
and I just wanted to be like, yeah.
I don't think there's a single state that Christian has not bashed.
They
No,
all
I have. There's 50. I haven't gotten to all of them yet.
That's fair.
Yes.
You're getting there though. Yeah.
My favorite
Yes.
is still what was it? What was it in Wyoming?
I think
Where
it
we
was
finally got
Wyoming.
like
Yeah,
one
it
listener.
had no
One-
views forever.
One viewer.
One of the two people in Wyoming listened to us. It's 50% market penetration. Yes.
Hmm.
Where's
Yeah,
Christy Nome from? I'm sorry. I'm going to go meta right here for a minute and talk politics because people will be mad at me. Christy Nome was the governor of, no, it wasn't Wyoming. Was it Wyoming? Or was it? Hold on. Now I have to look it up.
I don't even know who you're talking about. Is that bad?
I will tell you because it's important in a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
South Dakota, which is equally not filled with people.
Mm.
So she's put through as one of our new fearless leaders.
Presidents.
Yeah.
Don't even say that title.
I said fearless leader. One
Yeah,
of his cabinet but it's for like health, which is ridiculous because she kept everything open during COVID, and initially everyone was like, oh, it's so great. Look, nothing's happening in South Dakota. And it's like, it's because nobody fucking lives in South Dakota. They're not near each other to get sick. Right. And then it started spreading there, obviously. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We'll wait for Amber to come back and then we'll get started. Anyone else have anything cool to talk about? I don't want to. Actually, she has to recap, so we have to wait for her.
Well, fun fact. So you said South Dakota. The person that sculpted the shitty fucking mountain range thingy or whatever it is up there. I genuinely forget what it's called.
Mount
yes.
Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore.
Yes. He also worked on sculpting a Confederate War memorial for the KKK, and I wish I'm fucking kidding.
Oh, is that the Stone Mountain, Georgia monument?
It might. I'll have to look up the exact.
I don't
name
know.
at
That's
some
the only one I know is Stone Mountain, Georgia. Hey, Maximum
Only-
Nothing. Thank you.
Jesus, that emote spam. I love it. Oh god.
Yeah, the guy
I
who doesn't
love
wash his
Lon
hands.
Momo.
Yeah, he's crazy, John. This is what we're living with now.
And Max, you walked into us talking about Christian ragging every state, and I was throwing in my 2 cents about my South Dakota fun fact.
I have
Didn't
not
know that.
anywhere near. I'm going to start a list. I have not shit on every state yet, but now I intend to.
Starting with Rhode Island. It sucks.
It's Rhode Island.
Fuck
So
these
easy.
roads.
Yeah, our roads are horrible. Like literally, roads that have been bombed in war zones are better than the roads that we have in Rhode Island.
They're better than
Ev-
Coesit specifically.
Coesit Avenue has been
Coeset's really
worked
nice,
on.
like right now.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
right
But they're
now.
going to start Monday. They're
No,
starting to
they're
do like
going
the
to rip
upper
it up
half of
again.
it.
I
Yeah,
know
the
they
upper
are.
half is going to be torn apart again. So yeah,
But right now, for the 1 day or 2 seconds, it is quite nice.
yeah, it was
For
been
the
nice
3
for like, a
years that
little
they've
bit.
been working on it, yeah.
And you know what's going to happen? Like 3 months later, they're going to have to tear it up for something else.
Yeah,
and it's
well,
like
because the snow is also going to damage
Yeah.
it.
They're
too.
gonna be like, shit,
Yeah.
we forgot Bob under the road. We have to go get him.
God damn it.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
Rhode Island has shitty roads, corruption, too much taxes, and everyone knows each other, which is either a good thing or a bad thing.
Nepotism, so
Yeah,
much
nepotism.
nepotism.
And this is the other thing, low license plate numbers, which is the dumbest thing in the world. But in Rhode Island, okay, I am not a native Rhode Islander, so I feel very qualified to say how stupid this is. I moved over here and people were like, oh, well, so-and-so inherited his license plate from his grandma. Not you. I'm just not.
You're like,
I
that's
know
a
you
weird
did,
thing.
Ken.
to-
And I'm like, why would you want
That
your
is something
license
that
plate
happened
number?
in my family.
Yeah, it is. But like, I'm like, why would that be a thing? People who got like in early when they started registering cars in Rhode Island have these low numbers, and for some reason it became a status symbol.
The
Yeah.
first 10, 1 through 10 are very coveted,
Yeah.
and number 7 is cursed.
Sharky is amazing. You've already shit on the UK. We had to put up with your British accent for months.
British in quotes.
Canada, like, oh man, we can't even speak about what he's done to Canada.
one shot, and Christian just ran straight through Canada.
France,
Yeah.
France.
Oh.
That's the best comment I think I've ever gotten in chat. I love that so much.
Put that on your I was gonna say your tombstone, but no, your phylactery.
Soul gem. Yeah.
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 British accent, Chris, I believe was
No, because he's making
Good.
fun of it because it wasn't. It's just
Oh.
it's badly British. It's just really me
it was
talking in the
good society, but
Yes, good society. I don't know if I put one on for that. I don't remember.
You did a French one for Thomas.
Oh,
Couperi.
Thomas Ferrari.
Yeah.
That was
Yes,
one of
we
the
can call it
instances
French.
where
I
Thomas.
mean,
That
we
was
can call our
where-
accents for it.
like my real life collided very strangely with this because we put up a clip of me doing Thomas Ferrari. And then
Oh, yeah, that's right.
then some like people who know Rainey, who happen to work with my wife, and someone who works with my wife was like, oh, your husband does a great French accent, like zero context. So she comes home and she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why is someone telling me about a good, what do you have up online? And I was like, oh God, what did I say? Like I had
Which
this
one did
moment
they
where I was like,
see?
what did I do? What did I say? All of it's bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see
Busted by
it.
your wife for the girthquake.
No, Earthquake is thank God hasn't come
Thinking
out.
of-
Oh, man, that's
Yeah.
an old one. Oh, that's an old one.
Honestly,
how
I don't think
close
she'd
that's-
even be surprised, but it would just be like, yeah.
Just be disappointed.
That sounds so close to a Chuck Tingle book title.
It does.
Busted
incredible.
by the
Busted by my wife for the girthquake.
with the
That does
earthquake.
sound like a Chuck Tingle
It
title.
does actually. Yeah.
And also,
right.
hey, if anyone wants just any like good wholesome positivity in your life, go follow Chuck Tingle on any social
Oh, dude,
media.
he's so awesome. Yeah,
Define human being.
He's
he
amazing.
really is a good person.
Yeah.
He posted the best meme ever. You know what's that? What was the meme was like? I feel sorry for you. I don't think of you at all. Like that scene from that show, and it became like a meme. It's from Mad Men. It was the scene in the elevator where the guy's like, "I feel sorry for you," and the other guy's like, "I don't think of you at all." But they had that, but like the person's like, "I feel sorry for you," and Chuck Tingle's like, "No, Chuck Tingle's like, I think about you all the time, man. And I just want you to know that love is real and we live in a beautiful universe. And I'm just so happy that I share this timeline with you." But it was like Chuck Tingle like put himself in the meme. You had to be there. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Yeah,
Amber,
Jesus.
what happened? Yeah. What happened last week?
That's all you, Amber.
Yeah,
Tingle
what happened?
left.
I'm just, this recap.
Last week was the Tusk Raiders, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it was.
That was last week. So last week, we went to Apple Lane, right? Right?
Apple?
Yeah.
Yep.
We went to Apple Lane, which is this little community that has been hit very hard by some local Tusk riders.
Riders.
Riders,
yeah. I
yeah.
want to say
Yes.
Raiders so bad too. Yeah.
By some Tusk riders, who are these huge, these big marauding barbarian type dudes who ride these enormous fucking boar, and they just maraud around the countryside and pick on people littler than them and pillage and raid and burn their stuff and kill their families, and do that, and that's how they make their living. So we had heard that they
They're
had been
good people.
distressed, and as soon as the weather cleared enough for us to head out and we were supplied from Ashbourne's stead, we went down there and we were like, "Hey, we heard you've been having some trouble. We're the Company of the Dragon. How can we help?" And then they brought us the most heartbreaking little girl in the entire fucking world to tell us how like they murdered her entire family in front of her. And we were like, "God damn
And
it."
took their souls.
And yeah, and took her father's soul, which were captured in his own severed hands that these assholes wear around their necks and like on their belts and shit. And we were like, there will be no negotiations. We will kill them all. So
This one 5-year-old set us on a path.
yeah, we were like, and now they must die. So we hatched a plot to gain the advantage here. There is a place called
Bernie Squeeze.
Bernie Squeeze. Yes, Burn.
Yeah.
I'm like Bernie. I'm like,
Bernie.
it can't be Bernie, but can't be Bernie Sanders Squeeze.
No, it's not Bernie Sanders. It could be because you go through there and Bernie Sanders is at the end and be like, "Once again, I'm asking for your money."
Asking you. So Bernie's Squeeze, which is this little road pass that goes through some pretty high, cliffy terrain-ish area. So we got a decoy going. Bryn and Lonson were leading our unprotected fake wagon full of trade goods down the road, and the rest of us got there early, cloaked by the dragon's magic. So we were invisible, and we lied in wait on both sides of the cliff area overlooking until the Tusk Riders came on up and got into their own lurking position. So they're like, "Yes, we're lurking." And then we were like, "Yes, we're lurking behind them." And then when they saw our decoy wagon, they charged down there with their boars and shit. And Azrala with the chair being a giant earth elemental throwing boulders.
Azrala?
Yeah, Azrala summoned it.
Shit.
He summoned a
Yeah,
earth
we
spirit.
asked her to come along.
Shit.
Did a little land boulder slide down on them when they were partway down the slide, and it took out a bunch of their boar and knocked them over, and there were broken legs and shit. And then we went in after them and started doing the stabbing.
Did
And
we
the
know
stabbing was
Azrala could
overall
do
very
that?
effective, and it culminated in a giant boss
Yeah,
fight
she's an Earth
between
priestess.
Deskara and the Tusk Rider's leader, and they were exchanging blows. And then the Tusk Rider cut off Deskara's arm, and Deskara cut off the Tusk Rider's arm. And they both fell to the ground, except we had a healer on our side, and he had Bryn sticking a spear on his. So he died, and Deskara won that fight, and now he has a magic amulet that lets him put out fires, becoming the actual Smokey the Bear.
Right, I do have the extinguish amulet.
Ah. I missed a lot.
So there were because there were a couple things that came about that you got off of him that you spread out. Who got what? Because I know you kept the Smokey the Bear amulet, and then there was a wand that did befuddle,
Oh,
And I
Marissa
think-
has that one.
Marissa
and
has
then
it, yeah.
there was a gem of magic point storage, which really could work for anyone.
if nobody wants dibs, I'll take it just because I have so few magic points. But
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
yeah,
So the way that works, Amber, is just like a think of it as like a battery. It has 10 magic points in it. You can use them in addition to your own like total. However, once you use them, it's empty, and then at some point you have to like recharge it with
re-put
your
points
own.
into it
Yeah,
on calm
Yep.
days. Yeah,
correct.
yeah, I'll do that. I've got a power of 10. So
Yep. You left
Wow.
one. You should have 11 now, right? Or did you just?
I have 11 now. Yeah, I gained one.
Cool.
In between times.
Wow, your
Cool.
power is really low. Holy cow.
Yeah, you gotta get that up, yo.
I'm just a wolf running around, man.
Just
Gotta
wolfing
do more
around.
gotta do more power checks.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I check my power, but I don't roll anything for it. Am I supposed to roll for it when I
Yes.
check it?
There's
Yep.
well,
Yes.
when you see if you gain, yes.
Oh, I didn't realize you could gain power. I just always checked it when every time I used it. I never knew what to.
Well,
I
you
just
can.
check it
So
and
there's
uncheck it.
there are 3 ways to gain power. There might be a 4th one that I'm missing. So if anyone in listening land, if I'm missing one, tell me. If you use magic successfully against someone else,
Yeah.
and you know what, Sharky, I'm not going to go with that because whatever. Yeah, technically you're supposed to like have a power contest with the crystal to see if you can like master it, but you got a crystal, it's yours. Whatever.
I was just really nice to it instead, and it was like, all right, bud.
It was like my last owner was a dick. You're cool.
Aw.
So you can, if you use magic against someone else and succeed, power check. I think that the reverse is true too. Like someone else tries to use magic on you, but you're like, haha, my will is too strong. Power check. You can gain power by doing that. You can gain
Okay.
power in worship rituals. Typically, there is one holy day a season for your god. You have to roll a worship skill and succeed, and then you get a power check for doing it. And then last but not least, you can train your power. I think the only thing you can't train up is size, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Because obviously you can't grow much.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Or fortunately.
I sat down with Kai
Brandon?
Mace, and he taught me the ways of understanding rocks. He was like, "You've got a rock, and I've got a rock, and here's how we
Here's how we
bond
rock.
with our
Here's
rocks."
here's how we talk to the rocks. Like that remember that meme, mumbles in mud and rock language? That's you talking to Kai Reese?
Yep.
With the deer skull on his face. So the last part that you left out was you had a lot of pork afterwards, and you took the pork back to the Apple Lane and had
Oh
a nice
shit! We went
pork
through a
feast.
portal.
And then you got word that like the people from bad people who don't like you were looking for you, mostly from Roomgate, just like
They were
loyalists.
on the way.
They were on the way to get you. So you booked it, and the dragon said to Arissa, like, just get everyone to follow me. So you
Follow
led,
me to the
you went
dragon
through-
flint.
you went through Bernie's Squeeze, and you found one of the dragon newt plinths, which are scattered. If to recap for guys, because you weren't here, Jess, dragon newt plinths are all over Sartar, and what they
Oh.
are like, they're like these standing stones that have like dragon carvings in them, and
Okay.
people pretty much know that they have something to do with dragon newts and they're magical. But that's all they really kind of understand. That's all you kind of really understand is common knowledge. But the dragon cued you into what they're for because he used it as a portal and opened it, and you guys were able to jump from one to another, which is in the woods, very close to where you guys like hid the rest of your family. The
Oh, okay.
people of the Harrowborn who can't come and fight with you.
Like what? Yeah, when
The
we
villages
first
that they
left.
Yes, the villages.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. I gotcha.
So you're hidden. Those
Gotcha.
people are all hidden in the woods, kind of
Like our cows.
Yeah.
close to where Israela's family is, the village of Spawn in the Anjasi clan lands.
Gotcha.
So you escaped that way, and then you all settled in because storm season just hit with a vengeance. It became very, very icy and windy, and very bad storms are blowing, and so that's where we'll start.
I'll be right back. I'm simultaneously cooking chowder and
All right,
continue without me.
chowder, chowder.
There's there's a thing in Zoom chat, by the way, for anyone interested. I couldn't think of a good caption, but
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
wow,
Wow.
fun.
It's perfect.
It's just Bernie Sanders in the middle of like a canyon
A
for
cavern,
the
yeah.
people. Yeah, like
It's the head of the I am once again asking meme and the body
Welcome.
of the little mittens folded
Yeah,
cold
it's the
Bernie meme.
iconic
Yeah.
Bernie's
Yo.
mittens.
you will come to Bernie's squeeze where the rich are ripping you off, and you need to give me money so I can stop it.
Oh man.
I love Bernie actually.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
So storms have hit pretty hard. The good thing is where you guys are in the woods. Again, Jess, I described it this way last week. You remember in Vikings? I know you've seen all of Vikings because Amber's bullied you into watching it. Remember when they go to Uppsala to do the sacrifices, and everyone's like hanging out in the woods?
Yes.
That's basically what your camp looks like where you guys are. It's like deep pine woods for the most part. Everyone's camped in the woods, and it's snowing, and dark season is actually the worst of the snows, but storm season, think of storm season as like really shitty Februarys and Marches here up in New England, like where just like you get like ice storms and rainstorms, but like you don't really get like super 3 feet of snowstorms all the time, but every once in a while you might. But that's kind of what storm season usually is. Very unpredictable weather. So it's been cold and rainy, but not horrible. And you guys have all kind of like camped out. What have you guys been up to as you prepare for the wedding? Actually, before I do that, let me fill you in with a couple things of news that has reached you guys. The first one is that the siege at Whitewall is basically just at a standstill for the winter. They're still encircled. No one's gone in, no one's gone out, but there hasn't been any sort of advances on either side of that situation. The second thing, this is something that actually happened more like a couple seasons ago, but it really just got to you guys because you've been hiding out and running around. But while Fazir Wide Red has been invading like the south and taking over the Holy Land and Hedrick Land, the Grazelanders, who are like these horse riding people, their queen, whose name is Riches Without Tears, she loves the Lunars, and she just loves kind of just fighting and being an asshole in general. And she's been raiding Ezrola with her horse people, and they were attacking and fighting outside of this city called Monros. And Ernalda and Vinga showed up and were like, "Get the fuck out of our town, bitch." And so they left.
Damn.
They got scared off by the goddesses.
Wait, the Ernalda and
The
Vinga?
Ernalda and Vinga showed up and were like, "Get
Together?
the fuck out." Yep. Ezrola is the land of the goddesses, and you don't fuck with them. Ezrola
Oh,
is where
Gotcha.
Ernalda lives.
gotcha.
She lives in Noshet. That's her main temple.
Gotcha.
Like, lives. You can interpret that
Yeah.
any way you want, but yeah. So she scared them off.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep. So that's basically what you've heard. So let's just start with a day in the life of what's everyone doing. Who wants to go first? We'll say that this is the day before the wedding.
This is the day before the wedding. Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I'm helping my mom with anything that she needs help with wedding preparation wise that I'm allowed to help with.
She's running around a lot. The Earth Priestesses obviously have a lot to do with weddings. Morganeth is the one. Morganeth is jointly going to administer the wedding with this old guy named Londath Longjump. If you remember the Anjasi clan, there was an older guy who was the chief, Londath, but he's stepped down in favor of his son, Tarkand, I think. I'll get back to that in a minute. But Londath is still like alive and kicking. He's not dead yet. So him and Morganeth are gonna, as like the two senior ranking Orlanth and Ernalda people, are gonna like jointly administer the wedding. So, but you're running around with some preparation. She's like getting,
I'm carrying shit for people.
Yeah, you're just doing
and
like that sort of
back and
stuff.
forth
Yep.
messages. Like
Yeah, but she's just she's busy. But you do notice that arm ring that's very, very big on her actually was a wrist ring. It was a wrist. It was a bracelet for Ashbourne, but it's an arm ring for her. She hasn't had it off since.
love is in the air.
Yep.
So cute. He's so happy for his mom
So she's just like,
and
oh,
his brother.
I need you to listen. I need you to. Well, Hofarg. You need to find Hofarg the Laggard. All right, and you need to make sure that he's prepared for the blessing tomorrow. He's got to represent Fleshman at the Seven Lightbringers. Okay,
Hofar the Laggard?
Hofarg the Laggard. Yep,
All right. I'll make
he
sure.
lives up
Does
to his
he
name.
have
So
a
just
habit of not being prepared for things?
yes, that's why he has that name. So you need to find him and make sure that he's ready to do it. All right, just remind him because he forgets things. I once gave him a gift to you give like as Rala was telling me, she gave a gift to him to give to someone else for a while, and it sat there for like 3 months before he got around to giving it to him. And it was just he's a laggard, so you need to keep on him. All right.
Is my sworn duty. I will find Hofar.
You set out.
Going around, I'm like, anyone know where Hofar is? Hofar.
You find him gambling.
Ah, where is he? Like in a hall or outside or?
It's like an outside dice game with a couple other dudes.
We'll come on up, and I will stand back a little ways, cross my arms, and wait a little bit, see if they're finishing up a hand. I'll be
He's
like,
like, oh, again. Oh, yes. Hello.
"Hi, Hofar. I'm Ruin. I'm Liv's son.
Oh, yes. All right. Well, what can I do for you?
As you know, she and a lot of her companions and friends are working very hard preparing for the wedding tomorrow.
This is Rala's wedding. So I watched her grow up.
Yes.
Feel sorry for Discara. That's all I have to say.
No, he's a lucky man. But the thing that you have to do for the wedding tomorrow.
I'll be there. Don't you worry.
But are you ready? Do you
I'm
need
always
anything?
ready.
Is there anything I can get you to make sure that it goes smoothly?
Stick.
Stick.
I need a good stick, like a walking
Okay.
stick.
Good walking stick.
Right.
I will find you the best stick. I will
Right.
get that stick. I'll be back in a jiffy. Stay where I can find you.
I'll stay till I'm out of coin, but all right.
Oh God.
He asked the wolf boy to go.
Find a stick, yeah. I'm like, you
You
hear that?
got a
So we have to
stick.
find the best stick. And Syl and I are going to split up and we're going to bring our best sticks to each other. And then we're going to compare the sticks and we're going to pick the best one.
You find a decent looking stick with that throw in, and you get it to him. Marissa, what are you up to?
It's cedar. Came from a whole
See,
cedar
Nice. Smells
sapling.
nice. Ooh.
She is probably either helping take care of and keep the wedding area clean, or helping Azrala, possibly.
Probably.
Hanging out with the bride, making sure she's not nervous.
Yeah, because she's not. I don't know if it was like a Ernalda girl
Do you
is only thing.
We'll say that you're helping with some last minute embroidery and such on the white robes that she's going to wear.
Yes,
You wear
absolutely.
everybody wears white. You wear white when you get married. So like Descar is wearing white, and excuse me, yeah.
Ooh, how very pure and culty.
Mhm.
Love it.
Loves him.
Yep. So Arissa is in her element, thriving with a needle in one hand and thread in the other.
I will say Azrala's not a bridezilla. She's pretty like chill about the whole thing.
Chill. She's ready. She's confident.
That's what I
She's
expected.
I mean, it's
yeah.
only a year, like, you know.
It's-
Yeah. She's like, how bad can he fuck up in a year?
I wouldn't expect Escar to fuck. I mean, you confessed your feelings and he said thanks, and you still love him enough to marry him. So I
Yeah,
think
that's
you're
it.
fine.
That's the worst one.
So awkward.
He's better with actions than words. I
He
get
is.
the
I think that's what I
impression.
like the
You
most
take
about
this
him.
man to be your lawfully wedded husband. I do. Discard.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks. I feel like Jaskar is the kind of like husband where like she says all that, he's just like, nice, that's my wife. But yes, just kind of just
Could I ask you a favor? then.
Sure.
I think you have enough time. If you could, because I've seen your embroidery and it's really wonderful, do you think you could put some ivy? Like it's just a few ivy leaves right here. Do you think you could embroider them in?
Oh, absolutely.
I have some green thread I've been saving. So,
What are they for?
it's just reminds me when I was a little girl and something the priestess. I was always fascinated with ivy, watching it grow up. Things. It's really just something for me.
Good. That's what
And this will be my wedding dress, regardless of if I get married again to him or someone else. I'll just use this one. So having ivy on it will be very nice.
Sounds good.
You can make a roll for that if you want.
I don't even know if I think I have. Yes. I have craft weaving.
That's close enough.
Nice.
Oh yeah, no, Marissa's put some work into that. It is barely a fail. Ugh, dang it.
We have a reroll.
We do a reroll. I'm gonna augment first, and then can I do that? Can I be a little cheaty?
You can augment.
I'm gonna go with like I have a loyalty to the Haraborn clan. Would that work?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a success.
Okay.
I got a 37 out of 60.
So plus 20 to your roll now.
Perfect. And I'll check that off. And then
John gifted this reroll to make sure that Ezrala has a nice wedding dress. So we thank you.
appreciate it, my dude.
I feel like Nightclaw and Syl are hanging out right now watching all the humans bustle around, and they're like, it's like a nature documentary, but they're like narrating it like the humans mating ritual, like the strange, bizarre behavior.
That is amazing.
Just walking around like
So who's
narrating.
watching?
nature
I didn't hear.
style.
Who was it?
Nightclaw and Syl.
Nightclaw and Syl. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Absolutely. That's hysterical.
17.
Hell yeah. What is your overall skill?
So my skill itself is 50. So with the plus 20, it becomes 70.
All right. So, but it's still as of the 50, it's still a normal success. But yeah, it looks great. Check your weep. Britton, what are you doing?
So I imagine like Deskar, like our family is probably doing a lot of stuff before the wedding too, just kind of like ceremonial, maybe preparation and stuff. So
You're helping her Descar's siblings.
Yeah, it's also been I was just gonna say it's been a long time since I've seen all the little kids and the cousins and stuff. So I'm probably just hanging out with the family.
I'm gonna say you're playing with. Hold on. I have the old Haraborn thing up, which has Descar's family in
Playing
it.
with the 7-year-old, you push him over.
I mean, he's probably taller than
No, that's
me,
only
or
you
as
and
tall
I,
as me.
Amber. We are the ones who knock kids over. And
I
laugh
don't know.
about
I
it.
feel like Bryn's probably oh, well, I mean, these are her cousins. She's probably throwing them. Yeah. Probably throwing them around.
Where the hell are Descar's? Hold on a minute. I have them in here. Here they are. Yeah,
Teaching him how to guard with
Venator
sticks.
was a 6-year-old, so he's probably 7 by now. And Yana is 8, so she'd be 9 by now. So that would be the youngest ones. So if you're just like keeping them out of the hair, that yeah.
I'll play with
Okay.
them. I'll teach them how to guard with sticks and stuff like that.
You're doing that. You're doing like some fencing, and as you're doing that, you hear 2 guys kind of like in the background are just carrying a barrel of cider to get ready for the feast, and they're just carrying it. And he's like, I'm telling you, I heard it. And he's like, yeah, but where'd you hear it from? And he's like, I heard it from Hermtar. Hermtar said his brother saw them. Hermtar's full of shit. No, I'm telling you, man, black horses. And you know what those black horses do and what they eat. And they saw him. He saw him over by Duck Point, and they were looking for something. He's like, I don't believe that any more than I could throw this barrel of cider. And he's like, I'm telling you, Tarkand. Hermtar said his brother saw him. He's like, whatever. He just put the cider down and they walk away.
Do I know what black horses are? Are they just like actually black horses?
You can make
They
a
eat meats, they're
roll
Thracian horses.
if you want.
Is that all local?
I would call it. It's not
Customs?
technically homeland law, but I'll use homeland law for it. I'll give you a little bit of
Homeland
a little
lore.
bit of with a 10% penalty.
10% penalty.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's adjacent to Homeland lore. 10%
correct.
penalty.
Correct.
Gotcha. Oh man, I should have kept that. Nope, don't know.
Yep. You're like, oh wow, black horses. That's weird.
Man, black horses. That sounds.
Jess, what are you doing for the wedding,
Shit, my
bro?
horse.
Yeah, your horse. Where has it been all this time?
Apparently eating meat.
just
I just had a thought like little while ago about like because Sharky had mentioned rings.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, I've just been thinking of like a stylized thing.
So I will say that there are no wings for a year marriage. I have that part covered already.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
You're just
I was thinking of, like, a
anxiety
trinket
shitting in
anyway.
the woods.
What did you say, Kent? I didn't hear you over Amber.
I was thinking of like a trinket anyway, not
Mm,
particularly rings.
like a
but-
gift.
Earrings.
Yeah, like he
Armband.
I do think that he's trying to stay calm and just like he's going to fuck off with nature for now.
Mm.
So you're chilling in the
Doing
woods,
some hunting.
doing some
Sam.
hunting. While you're doing some hunting,
A whole nest of bees in the middle of winter, motherfucker, for your wedding day.
he gets stung and he's all
Blessing.
like,
Swollen, yeah.
it's swollen up. No, you hear someone crunching through the woods very quietly, but it's someone very big. And he comes and sits down next to you. It's Baroth.
Fair advice. I'm here for it.
And he's like, nervous?
More nervous than that last battle.
He looks at your arm and he's like, really?
Losing an arm is one thing. Devotion's
It's a
Whole
year
other.
marriage.
It's an important year.
Well, listen. If there's anything you can help, looking back, mine was the best day of my life. And I miss her every day. So, if I could give you any advice, it would just be to hold on to love. Tight as you can. All right?
I'm trying not to say thanks in character, but it's there.
And there, I got you a little something. And he hands you a very nice bronze dagger.
Ooh, bronze.
Everything's bronze, but it's he hands you a very nice dagger.
Ooh.
It's a real good skin and knife.
Now I'm conscious about saying thanks.
I was like, everything's coming out. Thanks. Everything's coming out. Thanks.
I mean, I'll
That's
be
the
there
name of this
tomorrow and all,
episode.
but I just, I wanted to give it to you now because I feel funny giving it to you in front of everyone. But
I do get that a little. I'm as much as I love my people and love being there for them, there are times I'd rather be out here.
that's why we are what we are. Come on, let's get it here for him.
Yep.
Right. You can hunt if you want to see how you. Well, hunt and survival would be the skill.
Yeah.
If you just want to see how you do to see if you get something.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
I'm going to augment it. I'm going to
Okay.
I will also augment with the loyalty Haraborn.
Sure. Did you
I rolled
biff
a
your
99.
So what's supposed to happen
Please, you
then
find
is you
the
no
ice
no
beam.
this
So
is
this
this
was-
is
this-
no this is
this
his
is the
augment. You're
augment.
supposed to have like some sort of like crisis about your loyalty and can actually go
Yep.
down. You can re-roll that because we
Oh.
have re-rolls all around.
Oh.
That was me out there where I was trying to find a
Yeah.
gift for discard as well, and I was like just feeling sorry for myself that I'm not getting married.
There are 2 rerolls in queue. So
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that because like
Yeah,
that's
good.
crazy.
You're like, dude,
I rolled a fucking 100.
away. Yeah.
It's like, actually, I hate this guy. Fuck this. Like, walk away.
So I did not succeed on my
Okay.
augment,
Augment.
All right.
but
You're still new. You're nervous still. So
I did succeed on my survival though.
okay, you get a deer. You and Baroth managed to get a deer and butcher it up and carry all the meat back, and so there'll be a nice extra meat to roast for the feast.
Yeah.
And that's good because it's part of the.
Anxiety,
You technically
boys.
haven't really participated much in the sacred hunt. Can we have the priest from Prince's Bride in the wedding? No, because off the top of my head, I don't think I could do that impression. Because I'm trying to remember. Is it Billy Crystal? Like the Billy
Yeah.
Crystal scene from Princess Bride?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the Billy,
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
Billy Crystal scheme.
Yeah, I can't come near Billy Crystal. I know my limits. So,
oh, but you could definitely do a British accent.
I never
just
said
saw
that
the
I
message.
could. Okay, I just choose to do a bad one. So that
When I
night,
was looking at it, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And then I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, you just got it. My brain. So when you're talking, when you're talking about how far, my brain went one direction.
nice, nice. Oh,
Oh, where?
For context,
Oh,
chat,
Fucking funny.
I put that in there when we were talking about how far because my brain was like, this meme. Embrace it.
is Hofar safe, and will he be at the wedding? That's the question.
I
better be.
come back with the stick, and I deliver the stick to him.
He
You
has
got a
the
good
stick.
stick.
He's like, it's a good stick. I'll be there.
I'm like watching him. What are you playing? Do you mind if I cut in?
Oh, no, I'm
Join?
out of money. They're not playing anymore.
Oh,
He's like,
Jesus.
no, I lost all my money again. Guess I'm picking up firewood for everyone for the winter.
I can help you with that. Get like a head start if you want.
That's probably what I'm going to do with this after the wedding, but I need this for the wedding. But yeah, you gave me a head start, so thank you.
His first like, I don't trust this guy.
I know we have your Grantham Valley and your Grantham Valley, but this is your Blackstag Valley. I thought killing sacred deer is problematic, John Malcolm. Killing other deer are not. So if you remember, the ghost deer are the ones that live in the Vale. We established when we were playing before. Yeah, it depends on the deer. That's what we established. Now that is just like we figured like blacktail and the stuff that's kind of like around is okay. But the ghost deer were the ones that were sacred because they were the family of the stag.
Mm.
Now I could be wrong on that, but that's what I did. So anyway, what else are you gonna hunt for? Right? Like rabbits? Fuck that. That's not fun.
4.
Fuck it, dinosaurs.
Buffalo.
You could hunt dinosaur. You could indeed.
Too cold here for dinosaurs.
There were mammoths. We had mammoths
Mammoths.
pass by. We
A
saw
mammoth
them.
is not a
There were
dinosaur.
mammoths.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Jesus, Jess.
Whatever. It's in
We're silly
between.
tonight.
We know how to hunt mammoths. You got to poke them in the butt.
Just hunting
Yes.
those wild cheeseburgers.
Punch him in the butt or
Yep.
slash him in the butt. Yeah. Soul mask. So the night falls.
Rue keeps checking on this guy. He's like
He's
keeping tabs
around.
on him.
He's around. There's food and drink and stuff the night before the wedding. He's definitely Hofarg is down for food and drink that's free, so he's around. And Tarkand, yeah, I got to make sure I have this name right. Yeah, Tarkand is the chief of the Anjasi, and he kind of hosts it. And so it's like some laughing and joking, and some music and some dancing and stuff like that. It's kind of like a nice night before the wedding vibe. Everyone's chilling, everyone's having fun, and yeah. Anyone doing anything in particular?
Rin, want to dance?
Yeah, of course.
Yay! That's the only time he stops watching that guy.
He's gone.
Yeah, he takes one dance with his girlfriend, and he's fucking gone.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So we hang out.
Marissa will with her boys being away, she will instead make direct effort. She dances with her grandma because she's happy to see her again.
Absolutely, very cool. Yes, you already have a dancing partner.
Is Aranina making any of her special beer?
For herself, most people would not want to drink it.
But Rue does.
Rue does.
Yes.
Is Aranina dancing with anyone?
The important questions. Maybe at the wedding. Not yet.
Does Aranina dance? I don't know.
Good partier.
Yeah. She's just chilling.
But we're vibe checking everyone. We're like,
She's
how's
chilling.
Jorna been doing?
Okay. She looks angry about something.
Is it more
in
than usual?
particular?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
I was like, anger is good. Anger will keep you alive. It can get you far. And then I was like, wait.
She's been upset about something recently.
Do we
One of
know?
Nope. You can find out if you
No.
want.
I was gonna say one of us should definitely talk to her, but who?
Is that Arissa? Is
It's not me. I'm not the
It's
talker.
Arissa or me.
yeah, which awkward, nervous motherfucker do we send in?
If it were me, I wouldn't go talk to her. I would go talk to Lonson and see if Lonson knows.
If Lawton said, "What did you do?"
No, no. What did she do? I
Okay.
feel like Lonson would know maybe why Jorna is upset.
Before
Lonson would know.
before I say anything, my memory sucks ass. So could you please remind me of the specific deal with Jorna?
Jorna is Gordon Gar's widow now.
Widow. Got
And
it.
she is the one that Lonson has had like a long enduring crush on.
Yes.
for many
Okay.
years.
So then, yeah,
And she has
Arissa-
recently started taking the path of the Vingan for
Vingan.
revenge.
Well, she swore the
Yeah.
oath of Vinga, so that doesn't necessarily make you a
She's a temporary on a revenge quest right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so Arissa will at some point go over. Do you mind if I join you?
have a seat, Arissa. It's fine.
Thank you. She'll sit down and offer her a little piece of whatever food, snacks, pastry. I don't know what they have.
Red.
I was gonna say somebody should give Deskar and Azrala like a pot of honey. Yep. Jess, there you go. You need a thing. Like
Yeah,
I have
so-
just
I have a gift. Oh,
She's
like a
nose
bear.
stuck.
Oh, Winnie
Yeah.
the Pooh. Aw.
She'll
Yeah,
break
you
her
have
piece in half.
basically
and
like kind of
offer
like
half.
honey naan. That's what you have. Like that's like the yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
So she'll kind of just sit quiet for a minute and then just. How are you doing?
Good is to be expected, I guess. It's kind of strange. That's the first wedding I've been to since Gordagar
Yeah.
and I used to be the ones who hosted these, you know?
That's why I wanted to come check on you. I know it'll feel like a recent sting for all of us, but I can only imagine for you.
I know a lot of people thought that I just wanted to be the chieftain's wife, but I really did love him, you know.
No one
He was a good man.
enters into a marriage lightly. I had no doubt about that.
And I just, I don't know, recently, Arissa, I can talk to you, right?
Of course, that's what I'm here for.
Therapist, healer. I offer all these services. Uh,
The doctor is in.
Have a
I
package.
just, I don't know why. Aranina told me not to go when we were going to fight the pigs. And I got left back at Abilene, and I feel like people are protecting me. And I don't like that. Monson, Aranina, I know they know what they're doing, but I want to contribute, you know? I didn't dye my hair red to just sit in the back all the time.
I mean, they absolutely are trying to protect you, but we're also all trying to protect each other. If you want to go out and join the fight, then go. But go not with the intention of glory. Go with the intention of success.
I don't want glory. I just want revenge.
I think that's the other reason why they're worried. They don't
Maybe.
want you to be completely blinded by that and end up injured or worse yourself.
Isn't that my choice to take that risk?
It is, and they should let you. But as much respect as I have for the two of them, neither of them are great at these sorts of conversations. So they probably just don't know how to tell you what they're feeling.
Yeah, that's Lonson.
And same with Aranina. And I haven't talked to her much, but she's direct about certain things, roundabout about others.
That's true. Well, I have all season. Nothing doing nothing, but I'll talk to them soon. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be feeling down. I just am.
You are more than allowed to. There's no. If you suppress how you're feeling, it's only going to get worse.
I guess you're right.
And I don't think anyone's going to blame you for having a hard time sitting at a wedding right now.
I don't want to take away from Dessa's happiness, though. Oh,
You're not. Look at
same
him.
as Rala. Oh, it's hard to tell with him if he's happy or not.
He's with her. He is happy.
Thank you, Arissa.
Of course.
You see Lilia walk by. She's been trying to dance, but she doesn't quite know the proper moves. So some people have been showing her and stuff.
Oh, the princess from the other land.
Yep.
Oh.
She kind of watches her go by.
You've met Lilia, right?
Oh yeah, everyone has.
She's very kind. Trying to find her place here while she's still with us.
Seems nice. I heard something. I heard some of the warriors talking. She was at the fight with the riders, and well, they saw her do something, and well, nobody really knew what it was. Some sort of spell or something that she did with a sword, and the sword just turned black, and I mean, just cut right through a cut of pigs, just open. But yeah, they were interested, and it wasn't anything anyone knew about. I'll put it that way.
Must be something she learned over growing up in Tarsh. I'll have to ask her about it sometime.
Yeah, I don't. People in Tarsh, I knew a little bit of it. Gordengar knew a lot, and I always used to talk to Jody a lot. Jody Whiteheart, the sage, who is old but still alive. He didn't fight, and he just kind of like chills around here and is an old wise guy now. Not an old wise guy like a mobster, an old wise guy. You don't go to him for a loan.
I didn't even know what an old wise guy was. So
Wise guy would
I
would
get
be
it.
okay.
I got it now. I was like,
yeah.
I see. Thank you for explaining.
You're welcome. Jody would tell me a lot of things, but people from Tarsh, even though the Lunars took over, they're not very different from us, by and large. And anyway, I just don't think she's everything she says she is.
In what way?
I don't know if I believe the story about Tarsh.
What's the story?
I know what she's referring to, right?
So her
Okay.
story was that she ran away from it. She's the daughter of a lord from Tarsh,
Yeah.
from Merrin's Cross, particularly, which is like a very lunarized part of Tarsh, and that she fled an arranged marriage to come here.
Oh, her story, not like
That's her
the
story.
story of
Yeah.
the Tarsh in general. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
I mean, I don't care particularly. She hasn't done anything to harm any of us, and everyone's, we all have a right to our secrets. But I don't know if I believe her. That's all.
It's hard to tell, especially when, the rest of us, we've all known each other our whole lives.
True, too. She deserves the benefit of the doubt, and she's certainly proven herself. So I don't, like I said,
Absolutely.
I'm not complaining about her. I'm just saying that I don't know that I believe that she's telling us the whole truth.
It's very possible. But we'll see in time. Or maybe we will, and she'll just continue to be a great ally.
I'm fine with either. Anyway, thank you, Arissa.
Of course.
Here,
At some
wait.
point,
She has some clear wine in two bowls. She gives it to you.
thank you
To Gordengar.
to Gordengar.
Takes it back.
At some point, she talked to my friend Britt, by the way. I think she'd enjoy training with you.
I will. She just seems angrier than I am a lot, and so it's hard to approach.
She can be, but that's the reason I say she would be good with training. It'll help you give somewhere to put that anger and that energy
Yeah.
in. She's
That's
very
sacred
good at what
time.
she does. So
After sacred time, then.
yeah.
It's very good at what she does, which is be small and angry.
And angry. Anyone else have anybody they want to talk to?
And just ask Rue how he's doing. I know this is hard for him.
What? No, this is great. The Scar's getting married. I haven't seen him so happy in so long.
I'm
And he
happy for
smiles, but it's a little sad.
him. I know, dear. I know. I'm happy for him too.
Is Rella fighting with her at Bernie squeeze was really cool.
That they got to fight together and be together.
I think they're a great match.
I think so too. I hope they'll be happy. I hope it won't end badly.
They have a lot of people pulling for them
Yeah.
who would fight for that happiness.
Yeah. Us included.
Yeah.
It's only 1 year after all.
Aru shakes his head. He's like, no, it's not.
Not so bad.
Like,
Honestly, what's 1 year after the vow he already made?
it's gonna be longer.
Oh yeah, but that's like after the first year.
Hmm.
He is happy.
Like some kind of banging of a spear on a shield, and you see it's Tarkand, who is the chief, who's not really that much older than you guys. He's probably only like 21, and he's got long, kind of, his beard is like brown, but like kind of like down to a point, kind of like braided into a point, and he has braided hair that's like kind of pulled up because he has like an air rune on his tattooed on this side of his head and a motion one on the other. And he's just like, right, just banging his spear on his shield. Everybody listen now. Everybody listen. Shut up for a second and listen, right? I hope you appreciate this. First of all, we're all here to celebrate the love of Ezrala and Discar. So you two, here's to you. And he like lifts up a toast and drinks.
Woo!
Boo.
I think I have to say for all of us, we're all very glad that Israel is not marrying someone from our village. Good luck, Discara. Everyone kind of laughs. I'm
It's
kidding.
amazing.
I'm kidding, Ezrala.
That's
I'm kidding.
amazing.
Something gets like chucked at him. He's like, I said I'm kidding, Ezrala.
Honestly, that's
reason-
the best.
I'm asking you all for your ears right now is because my man, Sarag, some people are like, oh, has written something that I think our guests want to hear. So if you will, Sarag, and if you're sober enough, can you please recite the poem that you wrote for us in honor of our esteemed friends, the Hatterborn? And it's kind of like
Oh
about
shit.
the same age as Tarkand, like very portly guy, blonde, but like a blonde beard
This
and
is
hair,
Tarkan's Celadon.
and he's kind of like very disheveled looking. Kind of, he's
This
been
is
like he's been partying already, but he's not drunk. Surprisingly, he's like, oh, you're right, burps,
right.
and he's like, oh, hear ye, Thunderborn of the time. Black-hearted and bitter did breathless Kanghar come to the Vale of the Stag, where Gordengar was giver of rings, and Hatterborn had long lived in peace. The dog-eater king came like a hound, and a red-caped moon woman held his leash. 200 traders rode at his back. Breathless and with dull spears, they swore themselves to Tarsh takers, forsaking Hearth brothers in honor. At the Trula edge did Gordagar the cattle gifter meet, and bade them come no further. But Kanghar, lord of stick pickers, came as tax thief to the red sky blight. Red-eyed did Gordagar tell him true, that Leica is bearer of his oaths. And people are like, woo, Leica. Hela's tears gathered in the sky, and the Wind Lord himself looked down upon the din of spears. Ready were the Harborn and battle-wise, for they had by guile prepared, and allied with the doe run. Bride, most ancient bride of their sharp-horned whiter, the Black Stag. Far above their kin were leaving, and taking their whiter with him. Blackmore could have the land, but he could never break the stag. At Hantral's bridge they crossed, and the fatherless fury, blood-drink axe-queen Erenina, woo, people look at Erenina, stood the guard, that none shall by wile sell their honor to slaughter women and children. And in the vale above stood the sacred oak, From before the time of dragons, home of the stag, champions had Gortagar sent to keep the stag from Shepelkurt. Wolf-born and wild was one, ruined child of Earth Mother and whore-howling Telmore child. Wise was he and quick with the drinker of life. Keeper of secrets, lone walker was Deskara, sworn to the bear god and wild in the hunt. Mighty thewed and malicious, his wound biter did cut the legs from his foes. Battle-born and brave, rode Bryn Skyborn on Ort her blood-bonded mount. Bright her spears and red her hair, and the revenging great heart Dorda did smile to see her. Sweetheart and gentle did Orissa come next, sworn to the woman who calms, and she carried the love of all she had healed. Last came the one they call Two-Eye, who sees in the world we cannot. Kymri's spirit talker, who rides the winds with the Storm King's brother, who breathes the gift of life. But with guile and more had come the black-hearted bastard who bore a bitter crown, for as dull spears assaulted the gate, he also sent battle-wand bearers sworn to a crescent demon to kill the women and children, and the poison-blooded witch herself to slay the clan Breath at the sacred tree. At the bridge did axe-sworn Aranita meet the thin-blooded child-slayers, and she laughed as she waded in their gore. And at the sacred tree the lie-breathing witch did find the Valheart, and the meeting of metal begun. Great and mighty did the bear walker swing his axe, and many went to the Night Queen at his feet. Quick flashed the sphere of the Avenger sworn, and it drank the battle dew of her enemies. A mighty wind did the Two-Eye Death defier draw, and the force of the storm flung far, high luckless lie lovers, and sent them to lie with their whore goddess. Unshaken did the White Lady stand, tend to the stag and clan Breath of the Harrowborn. But it was yellow-eyed Night Sun, taking the form of Humok's hound, who bit the lie-weaving witch and took her arm. Breathless and blood-spattered, she called her a queen, and black wings of shame bore her away. At the Val's mouth the blood swans gathered, and the clash of spears did ring, but good Garnagor did know he had won against the Blackmoor, and his kin would be safe. He ordered Lanson the Leaper, Red-Hide Daughter and Battle Queen, to take the fjord and guard the retreat, and the bare-hearted son of the Father of Kings would stand with his thanes and swear the oath of weapons one last time. Gortagar there was, Cattle-giver and chief of Harrowborn. Savin, storm voice of the Windwalker. Jorganoth, sworn to the Severing Thane, and Celadon, full of guile, but with the heart of a guide. With wind and lightning and storm-hearted thanes beat back breathless vow-breakers, and a wake of corpses grew at their feet. But the black heart took a death shaft and threw it straight through the tears of Heller. It found its home in Savin's heart, and he breathed his last. Then the stick-pickers were upon the Harrowborn thanes, and though their swords drank deeply, one by one they fell. But the horn-blowing justice-bringer had looked and seen Gortagar had done as he swore, and stood between his people and death. The Lightning Lord blessed the chief's last breath, and sent a mighty storm to guard the stag children. With his spears of lightning he struck the moon bitches' temples in our cities. The people of the stag had escaped. The earth witch did call upon the black-skinned shaker, who freed at last the doe run, and she stampeded into the Val, where Kangal and his cowards drank her to death.
It's like everybody like wants to cheer but also cry. Somebody's got to start clapping.
He vows. But there's just a silence that lays over everyone after that. And sooner or later, like one person kind of just like, woo!
Yeah, everybody's like, I have to cry. And then somebody's
And then
like,
eventually people are just like, Gortagar! And he gets toasted.
Drinking a Gortagar. Yeah.
I spent about a month learning kennings so I could do that.
Dude.
Good.
Thank you.
It
Good.
was awesome.
That was
Thank you.
good.
I was helped because on the Back to Balazar website, there's actually a spreadsheet that has like Hortling Kenning. So you could just be like, I want to know what this is. And they'll give you like a couple of people have just been adding to it over
cool.
time. It's really awesome. But I also spent a lot of time just like reading other ones and reading them to get like kind of like the verbiage and like yeah.
RuneQuest fans are ballers.
Sharky, what I will do is I will pretty it up and make it look neat, and then I'll put it up on the RuneQuest Facebook group so everyone can use it. Yeah, absolutely. Just give me some time to like make it look cool. But yes, everyone's like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Gortagar.
Gordengar.
Son of a bitch, and all of his traitors buried in the silt of the river.
Our home.
Unless anyone else has anything else to do, the night wears on. One by one, people go to bed.
Tell stories about them, I think, for the rest
Yep.
of the night.
That's a great thing to honor them. Yeah. And you go to sleep.
And Sunday Mead, thank you for 17 months of
Wow.
a sub. Fucking year and a half. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. I remember when Sunday Mead first came around. I feel like that was only a little bit ago. I can't believe 17 months.
Also, I was going to say, I feel like Sunday Mead's been a regular for
Yeah.
ages. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but also, yeah.
Feels like 3 years.
We know you.
We should ask what's his name and his wife, but they I know. Never mind. I know who you're
Yeah,
talking
I was
about.
like, I don't know what's his name and his wife are.
Orngrin, the
Gordon, when
Sambari guy.
when she was saying that she doesn't
back to
know a
Balazar.
lot about, yeah.
Oh. Ordrin, yes.
Christian, what was the name of the, or if you want to put the Kenning website in chat? Yeah.
Back to Balazar. There's all sorts of great stuff on there, but if you search Kennings on
yeah.
there, you'll find it. Yeah. There's also a name generator that I use literally live while we're playing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
super helpful.
Yeah.
Because the names have been pretty great.
Yeah, that's why. It's not me.
How near, how far, where you are.
Man, we just saw a Titanic reference. I don't remember what it was.
So, the night goes by. In the morning, everyone wakes up, and some people are more hungover than others, maybe.
I have to immediately find my charge.
He was hungover, so you find him sleeping.
Ah, easy.
Yeah.
You can watch. That's easy.
You know that his deal is when the at the wedding, each of the 7 Lightbringers is invoked. So the Lightbringers are, most of them are gods, because it's Asaris, it's Lankarmai, Orlanth, Shalana Arroy. But there's also Fleshman, who was just like a dude that went with them. He was just a normal human being.
Just some guy.
Just some
TM.
guy that went with them. And so that is Hofarg the Laggard is playing the role of Fleshman.
Some
The
guy,
regular-
every
some
guy,
guy.
really.
Yep, some guy. Yep. In the wedding. So
Just
There's
a
a
normal
pie.
man.
You know what? We're making a bacon, egg, and cheese to get him started with the day. We're making a
okay,
sandwich. This
you
is how
can
we
get
do
him.
this.
You know what?
Nice.
Just soak up
Sandwich,
some
nice.
grease, soak up some alcohol with a nice
Yep.
heavy breakfast.
Ye
And,
old wake up rap.
You'll wake up rap, and yeah, he's like, I'm ready. Ready as
Yeah,
I'll
you
ever
are.
be.
You're gonna crush it. Eat this greasy
Right.
sandwich.
Right. All right.
Extra boar bacon.
And
You have so much bacon.
there's a pine forest, a clearing in the pine forest. This is what I'm trying to say. God damn it. And I guess it would be better to be windy and rainy, but it's just kind of a clear day, unfortunately, for you guys. But cool, and a little bit of wind.
It's
But not a
frost
lot.
on the needles and the leaves.
Yeah. And they have made the priestesses and the young girls have woven like an arch of branches for you guys to stand at, kind of at the end of the clearing.
Pretty.
And you're just expected to stand there, Discar, because men are not ornamental. So you just you got to just stand and wait.
there.
Yeah, just like you stand here. All right. And then everybody who's going to be there kind of gathers. Morganeth and Londath are kind of work their way up to get on the it's not really a platform. They just kind of raise some earth and flatten the top. And you hear some drums and those little rattle things that you go like this, and they kind of that's a very Orlanthy thing. And bagpipes. As first some young girls dressed as Voira kind of dance in and kind of spread flowers.
Recording stopped.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Why did the
What
recording
happened?
stop?
Why did the recording
I
stop?
ran out of space on my computer.
Damn.
All
That's
right,
okay. I'm recording it here.
Okay.
1 second. I will give you...
Recording in progress.
It's okay. That should be all right.
Tagging in.
Tagging in. All right. If I have to tag Sarah in, I will.
Yep. Just let me know.
And then some musicians like playing bagpipes and like portable drums and stuff come. And finally, Israela comes out in her white outfit, and she has like some flowers and stuff in her hair. And she's carrying a bouquet of grains, very symbolic of a grain goddess, and kind of joins you at the altar.
Gru's like crying already. Shit, god damn it. He's just standing next to Bren like,
Morganath has her good shawl over her eyes today, with the one that kind of hangs down a little bit, because usually
Her
she
good
wears something
shawl.
over her eyes that she can't see.
Aw.
Dearly beloved kin, we are gathered here today to witness the year wedding of Deskara and Desrala. Before we start, if there's anyone who has any reason these two should not be wed, may they speak now. Ernine is just like glaring
yeah, we'll kill
around
you. We'll fucking kill you.
and just kind of like flexing, but nobody says anything. Very well. For the first evocation of Isaris, we have the bride's father, whose name I cannot remember. Kent, did we have a name for him?
There was a name for him. I think is it not in the
I
NPC?
don't think it
Codex?
We've
is.
not updated that in like forever.
I don't think I put it in there. I think I just made a name up, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not going to need it," and I did. Always write your names down, GMs. This is a
Always
tip.
Her father,
write your names
Yeah.
down.
John
Hold on.
Doe.
John. Jesus.
Yondo. Yondo.
Gorgeous name.
Yondo.
His father, Yondo. Because I do remember that he was a traitor. So he's a priest. He's Initiative Asari. So he's
Yep.
he's qualified to do this.
Wow, I literally just wrote down Ezrala's father, merchant.
So he gets up.
Yeah, no.
He will lead the blessing and the invocation of Osiris. And they kind of step back, and he gets up. And he's got like all sorts of jewelry and shit on because he's a traitor. And
So I do have when you first introduced her, Esrala, daughter of Coolville.
thank you. Perfect. Coolville.
Kulvil.
Yes.
Colville.
No, this is Israela's dad, John Malcolm. Different people. Coolville steps up, LL Coolville, and he says, it is Osiris who teaches us to speak our minds and listen to others. So I ask you, Israela, give me your hand. She puts her hand in his. Deskara, give me your hand. Your hand is like way bigger than his.
Yeah.
And he puts them, I place your hands in each other, because the great communicator teaches us always to speak our hearts and to listen and to think what it's like to be the other person. So I can bless you with anything today. I bless you, and I pray that Osiris blesses you with the gift of communication. And he kind of steps down. Next, as Morganath steps up. Next, we have the White Lady who bless the couple with harmony. She steps back.
So
Good one of
Arissa,
major blessings. Go girl.
Arissa will step forward. Now, is there any specific tradition thing that she needs to do, like with the hand, or just?
Just speak your piece.
No, I can't tell you as I do this because Winnie's here at a bad time for her. She kind of takes a little breath and looks at the two of them and just. There are 1,000 worlds in which we could have been gathered right now. And I believe very few of us could have pictured this was the one we'd be in today. But today we remember the most important thing. We are here. We are together. And we have succeeded because despite all our differences, we love one another and we stand together. And today we get a chance to celebrate that love even more. Love is the life of the soul and the harmony of the universe. And nothing is more powerful than two people in love. Under the eyes of Shalana Arroy, I humbly ask that this marriage may be blessed with harmony, life, love, and the thousands of gifts that stem from those. And she kind of steps back.
See Esmeralda kind of like gets a little, yeah. Next, we have Jody Whiteheart representing Lancre Mai.
The risk of being rejected again, Rue is going to hold Bren's hand.
Aw, she'll hold your hand. Arissa's wrong, but she'll hold your hand.
He's right.
Jody kind of like, old bones, gets up. Don't get old, young fella. It's hard. Jody has like a very long white beard, as is required by his church of Lancre Mai. Just very long, kind of white hair too. He was,
The Church of Old Men.
yep, church of know-it-alls.
I picture him as my Juniper Berries guy from Life of Brian.
It's a hard act to follow, Arissa, I have to be honest. But I will keep this brief because, as we all know, I can go on and on and on. See someone in the back. I ask the sage to bless the ground you stand on. I ask him to make it steady. I ask him to give you both the wisdom and the knowledge to make the best decisions you always can for each other. That's all. Oh, Toddle's back. Next, we have Hofarg, I hope.
Dick.
Your mom looks at you, Rue. Hofarg's like right next to you, though. I'll say you had him. Hofarg's like Hofarg's just kind of like looking around.
Back and forth.
Oh,
The
right.
flesh man.
He's got the
Hofarg-
stick.
Yeah, Hofarg is representing Fleshman, and he's here to remind us. Hofarg. Right.
Right.
It is, well, right, well, like the gods, the Lightbringers, they went on the quest, but Fleshman was just a man like all of us, right? Even the least of us, the gods touch. And so they touch us all, the gods, and I hope that the gods touch you as well. Like in a good way, not in a bad way. Anyway, bless you.
Yay.
Right.
Good touch.
To be touched by the gods. Yay.
Also, Landeth's Sarang has representing Eramal has prepared some things. Right.
Oh God.
He's like
Here
already.
come the dirty poems.
He's like he has a drink already. Sarang. He's hasn't stopped drinking from last night. And he goes, "Here's the ones that will. Here's the ones that won't. Here's the ones that say they will, then they change their mind and they won't. That's best of all. You all know them, right? The ones that say they won't, but tonight they might." Someone's like, "Hofarg, there's a wedding." Oh, right. Oh, this cara. I ain't never been married myself, but I tell me that half of the time it ends in divorce, and the other half, everybody's happy to death. So this cara, from the bottom of my heart, I hope you die. And this is for you, my dear. I wrote you a poem. Now it lays me down the screw. I hope this clown knows what to do. If he comes before I end, I swear to the gods I'll bang his friend. There's a mixture of clapping and people who are just horrified.
It's pretty funny. It reminds me of Celadon. Ah. Celadon would have loved this.
Hey, I get the first one.
Right. Very nice. Thank you, Sarang.
They're like, this, I mean, it is Ermo, so.
Redlandeth goes, no. I will call upon the Storm Lord to bless you. And he actually speaks in storm speech, and clouds gather in the sky above you guys. And his eyes like glow blue a little bit, and he seems like he's like kind of like a withered old man, but he grows bigger as he does this, and the clouds cover the sky. It was like a partly cloudy day, but now it's a cloudy day over you. And you hear a peal of thunder. And then Morganath steps up and she goes, last but not least, we will observe silence for Jinajar, the seventh of the Lightbringers, the one who is seen and unseen. And so everyone holds a moment of silence. And during that silence, the wind just kind of blows through. And it kicks up the snow and it kicks up some dried leaves and they kind of swirl around you guys. And Morganath takes a vine where you guys are still holding hands, and she wraps the vine around your wrists. And she prays over it a little bit as music starts up again and some of the younger girls start doing like a fertility dance. And she says, stand together always. Two are better than one. Life is short, time is long, and life flees before us. Take what you hold and make use of it. This makes you better than gods. And as she does, she blesses the vines. And they were dried up vines because it's wintertime, but they become alive. And on your left wrist, each of you have this vine that's alive now, but just kind of like wrapped around itself around your wrist.
Little spring leaves sprouted.
These will remain alive for a year and a day, the length of your marriage. May it be a happy one. Yep. And there's a dancing and a feasting and toasting of the bride and the groom. And yeah,
Gift
everyone who
giving.
wants to give a speech can if they want to. It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
The gift of giving of gifts too can happen if you have gifts. Yeah.
Yeah, Rue's got some words to say when we're at the feasting stage and everybody's, taking their turns to say their pieces and eating and everything. He's gonna stand up, and look toward Ezrala and Daskara's little table of honor and just say, I am so happy to be here on this blessed day. My best friend, my brother, is getting married. There have been a lot of losses this year, a few victories, but a lot of losses. But today is a victory. We've drowned traitors and cut down moon priestesses and boar riders, but this one is my favorite because we are here in our country, surrounded by our people, celebrating life and love and the future. A future that is Daskara and Ezrala's and ours. Daskara, she loves you for all the right reasons. Because you are brave and loyal and honest, and you wear the whole truth of you on your sleeve every day without hesitation or apology. He looks toward Ezrala. Ezrala, it can be hard to love men like us, who are called to the wild places out there. And he sort of like takes a moment to look toward the trees. And there's a part of him that will never be at peace between walls or in the noise of great halls. And I know that there's a part of you that's afraid that one day he might disappear into the trees and never come back. Hell, I was afraid of that too. But then I saw the way he looks at you. And he looks toward Bran a little bit. And it's the way he looks at the mountains. You are his singing brook. You are his still glade. He takes a breath. So today, I wish you both the best in life. Take every moment, every kiss, every breath between your teeth, and never let it go. And he'll go up and he'll give them each the gifts that he's prepared. He's got little fox fur, like shoulder capelet. Thescar's is a silver fox, and Ezrala's is a red one.
Nice. Nice. Take a check to your orate skill. That was very good.
Hey.
You know what? You do too, Sarah, because your prayer was good too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speeches.
I don't have a speech, but I will go up privately.
Bryn.
Yeah, I will go up privately to Descara and Ezrala and just say, cousin, today is a big day for you. I'm happy for you, and I hope that the both of you will be very happy. Congratulations.
Thank you, Bryn.
Welcome to the family, Ezrala. I'm most
you.
excited to have you in it.
Oh, thank you.
And from our family to yours, to continue your collection, my gift to you is 13 rams and 1 ewe.
13 rams, 1 ewe. That's so good.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, Jess!
And my grandmother and I will we have a couple of Praxian I don't know exactly what they're called, but temporary tattoos for you and Nightclaw as well.
Oh, henna. Like henna. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
As well. But yes, that is my gift. Just wait till your next wedding.
Oh God.
We'll just continue Noah's Ark.
Most fucked up Noah's Ark, by the way.
Yeah.
Fuck that arc, man.
I'm so glad that one mistake has brought us so much joy.
Listen, the second that you agreed it was canon, we all just went.
Yeah.
And then I'll sit down.
Afar, by the way, Afar, daughter of John, Havar's wife, has cooked her life away for this because she's so happy to be back somewhere
Aw.
where she can actually cook real food for you guys. She's been doing good in camps and stuff, but this is real cooking. And
She
she's
can
just
make a
She's
big
access to
fire
ovens, yeah.
and an
she's
actual
just
fire
she's
pit
just
and stuff. Yeah.
overjoyed to be
Yeah.
cooking. And she's just oh, Bryn, have you tried? You have to try that. Look, listen, taste this spiced beef. It's spiced. It's so
Oh,
good.
I mean, Bryn will say yes to anything food. This is how Rue won her heart in the first place.
I can't though. It's wedding stories make me cry though.
Aw.
Just so happy. Just reminds me of the day me and Howard got married. He was a big dumb ass too, and he still is. But
And you two are still together, going strong.
I just hope they're as happy as we are.
I hope so too. I hope they get to be some of the lucky ones.
Me too. We need more people being lucky recently.
We do. Not everyone gets that.
Crying and eating.
Food is being served, and you happen to be close to Lilia, and you see the food being someone gives her a plate and she kind of sets it before her, and she's just she does 3 bobs of her head and she says something to herself.
She's done this before, right? We've seen her at
You've
camp.
noticed
She's
it
pretty-
before.
Every
No.
meal, pretty much.
Yeah.
He'll wait until she's done praying
Okay.
and starts to eat, and then he'll ask, "Who's the prayer to?"
Yeah. Something it's a custom from back home. Just prayers to the ancestors.
What are your people's weddings like?
Haven't been to many, believe it or not. my father, he didn't mingle very much with the other nobles, so there weren't very many weddings to attend. But not very different from this.
He
Check
hasn't
if you
heard-
want.
Yeah, he hasn't heard the suspicions of Jorna. So
No, he hasn't. Unless you
hasn't
want to
heard
say
them.
that. Unless you want to say that Arissa and you had time to talk, because that was a while ago. So
that's all right. He's got a skeptical mind. I'm sure he'll come to conclusions eventually. He did succeed on the vibe check. His vibe check is not amazing, so it was a regular success. Yeah.
okay. You can also, if you want to, do a listen roll just to see if you picked up any of what she was saying, kind of under her
my
breath.
listen to
I'll let you do
better.
that too. Yep.
With my wolf ears. Regular success on the listen.
Okay. It was in a language you don't know. You're also, I will say, able to recognize, like, Tarshite isn't terribly different from Kjorling. Like, there's still a base of, like,
Couple
storm speech.
cognates in there I
And
can pick out. God's
yeah,
name or two.
so this was not, she was not speaking Tarshite. So you know that for sure. It is not a language you have heard before that she's speaking. And you did only pick out one thing out of it. You think you picked out the name Arcot.
I keep getting these guys confused. Arcot, is he an asshole to the Telmori or not asshole to the Telmori? Arcot was.
So he's
Arcot.
kind of an asshole to the Telmori because he was the guy who fought and destroyed Nysalor. And then Telmori fought for Nysalor. So Arcot fought Gabaji. Gabaji is the guy who gave you your wolf powers, or gave you the hide that is not pierced by bronze weapons.
Yes.
So he wasn't, I would say that he didn't go out of his way to be an asshole to Telmori, but you guys kind of fought against him.
Killed a nice Okay, I'm looking up the random. I pull up random like things like with the little bullet points. I'm like, what's this guy done? Okay, he's done this stuff.
Yeah.
Why would she lie about that? Interesting.
So you get this is the vibe check impression you get.
Mhm.
You got a regular success, right? So she's not necessarily lying entirely, but she might not be giving you the whole truth.
Does she drink alcohol? Have we seen her
Yep.
drink? All right. Maybe we see how drunk she gets tonight. We talk some more.
I mean, if you want to keep an eye on her, you can, but that's up to you.
He can keep at most 30% eye on her.
Okay.
Because the majority of his eye will be on Bryn, and then a little bit on just as Scar and Ezrala too, because
Sure. She doesn't drink much, but she drinks.
Mm.
Not enough to get like sloppy drunk.
Curious.
But if you watch her throughout the evening, she does dance and stuff. She doesn't seem to know like some of like your cultural dances. But again, like she kind of picks it up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But you
We're
know,
not the best dancers, so it's
Oh, we're
okay.
terrible. We're all
Yeah.
really
you know
bad.
what? Hold on a minute. Is she good? That's a good question.
You
Let's
know, it's okay.
We're just
Where is
flailing out
she?
there like the whitest of the white man dances, you can imagine.
Dancing
You
like
remember
me.
our very
Uh,
first episode? Yeah.
Yes, where I dance the best with a fail.
Yeah. Like all of us. Yeah.
Jerky
she's-
movements.
I would say she's decent at dancing,
Hmm.
but not like, you know, she's not like some of the like particularly the cults of like as God, Arnaldo is all the E names. Like they're very good dancers because that's part of their worship.
Hmm.
You know what? How good is Aranina? Hold on a minute.
Mm.
I think she's pretty good. Well, let me see something. Aranina Copperaxe. Yeah, okay. So there's some music playing.
I mean, of
And
course, she's a good dancer.
Aranina is just like killing it.
She gets all of the
Yeah.
girls. She knows
She's
rhythm.
gonna
Yeah,
slay the
like
And so
Lonson gonna dance with her when she's up there crushing it.
just kind of standing there because
yeah.
she's doing the Lonson thing,
yeah.
Rue,
but
yeah, Rue
Aranina's
is gonna
dancing, and Aranina dances right over to her. And she's just like, "What the fuck you doing, Red? You just gonna stand there all night for a wedding?" And just like literally like grabs her and drags her in.
when Aranina's making her way over to Lonson, like Rue reaches out and like just like grabs Arissa's arm like it's happening. It's going. He's like watching. He's like it's happening.
And Lonson's just like, okay, and like it's. She's not a bad dancer because Vinga Orland dances too, so Orland
Them
can
ship it
dance.
so hard. It's
Yeah.
just like
So they dance.
How is Jorna doing?
Okay, she seems kind of like just keep it to herself. You see her talking. She's actually holding the baby. So Orngren and his wife can dance. She has the baby and she's holding him.
aw.
Yeah.
Rue's gonna come over. Rue's
Okay.
mingling when he's not staring mournfully at Bryn. He'll like come over and just be like, he's a cute little guy, isn't he?
Very, very cute. He's just kind of like, like little. He's in that stage where like little infants always just look like, what the fuck's going
Look
on?
at everything.
Yeah, they're
They're
like,
always, and they're always
Yeah.
like, what is fucking going
Yeah.
on? They always
Yeah.
look
Everything's just like a
That's what
permanent
he's doing.
acid trip.
Yeah.
Like the
He's just
Yeah.
like,
It's
what the
all
fuck?
knowledge intake. Yeah.
Yep, that's what he's doing right now.
Yep.
he likes you.
I always like babies. Most of the time. Sometimes they smell. But the best thing about someone else's babies is when they do, you just give them back.
Yeah, love Discar's little siblings. Especially when you just jet out into the night when it's too much. How you doing?
I'm all right, Rue. I miss him.
I do too.
He
He
really
was always
liked you.
very good to me and my mother.
I really, really liked you a lot. He talked about you often.
I learned a lot from him.
He saw something in you. And I know he's watching and I know he's proud of you.
Thank you, Jorna.
Everything you've done so far.
He loved you.
All of you. I know he did. He was a difficult man, but he was a good man. He meant well.
He did well most of the time.
That's
After a
all
little
anyone,
persuading and posturing.
that's all anyone can ask for, really, is to do well most of the time, I guess.
Yeah. I like the red.
Thank you.
It suits you.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
I'm just your type now, I guess. She looks at me.
is it that obvious that I have a type?
It is completely obvious.
He looks over toward Bryn too, and he says, "I've learned a lot about revenge this past year, especially." He's looking at Bryn like the whole time, and no one can change your mind but you. I know that, but I hope you get them.
I just want to be part of it.
You are.
And I can't be part of it the way I want to just being Jorna that I was.
We're all shapeshifters.
I guess we are.
The best thing that you can do for revenge is to not die trying to get it. Live to spite them. Live every day to spite them.
Like Incarnate in the snow, which you probably don't remember, but that was Hjort's wife, who was in the great darkness, was like, fuck, we got to get out of here. And her whole thing was she just kept everyone alive.
Yep.
Yeah. I like that, Brit. I like that, Rue. Thank you.
You want me to take them for a little bit so you can dance?
I'm fine.
Let me know if you change your
I
mind.
appreciate it, though.
I'll just put a hand on her shoulder, like comforting, and leave her be for a little bit. Go find his angry girlfriend. He adores. See if he can get some red beer from Aranina.
Aranina has some.
Yeah.
You see her with a tankard, and she's like a horn actually, and she's chugging and it's running down her chest, just chugging the red beer.
Don't
Just
waste it.
Ooh. People are kind of looking at her. Funny.
We're just like, don't hold out on me. I love it.
Oh, fuck yeah, skinny. She pours you a horn and just
God damn it. Still.
Always.
she kind of just hit the thing on the mic, puts her arm around you, clangs the horn with you. You know what?
Yeah.
You're doing really good, kid. I shouldn't call you a kid. You're not really a kid, but you're a kid to me. But you know what I mean. Just drink your beer.
Standing next to you, I will always feel like a kid. Just take a drink. I saw you
Drop
and
on my
Lanson tearing it up. Just saying.
We were just dancing, whatever.
Mm.
Whatever.
Oh, whatever, like.
Don't make that face at me.
I'm not making any face. I'm drinking.
You're making a face at me. I see the face. Don't make me rearrange that face. I see the face you're making.
He holds the horn up like a shield. Which is not great because then he could bat it right into his face,
She's
but he's
just
not thinking clearly.
she laughs. She's like, I wouldn't hit you, you goof.
Too skinny. I'd be torn to pieces.
Yeah, I don't want to have killed you. That would suck. And your mom would be mad at me, and that's nah.
Bryn might even be a little mad too. Maybe, if I'm lucky.
I think she might.
Damn, having to fight Aranita, that's terrifying.
Look at this jackass. She points out, what the fuck was his name? The loud. Dear Molly.
Sarag? No.
Yeah.
Sarag.
Sarag?
Yeah. Who's just
Sargar?
dancing like a jackass.
He's just up there doing the fucking sprinkler.
Yeah, he's dancing, but he's dancing badly, but he's doing it on purpose.
Nice.
He knows how to dance clearly, but he's being bad on purpose.
Man, I fucking miss Kym Reese. This is what reminds the fishing line. Fuck.
Episode 1.
That was
Anyway,
so
huh?
good.
It's too bad he went off with that
Sonic
that
Quest.
wind guy. But
I was really hoping he'd make it back for today, but
yeah. I'm sure he'll be back soon. Listen, you don't have to worry. He conquered death, so it's not like anything bad's going to happen to him.
no Eris is waiting for him.
They're pretty cute together, you know that?
They are.
Yeah, I miss his weird little ass. I wish he was here.
Pick up a rock and be like, this will be his stand-in for now. Just put it on a table to watch the, the festivities.
He thinks that's hysterical.
Give it two little acorn
Dots.
eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, that's all you need. 2 little dots.
Does anyone else have anything they want to do this evening?
I think there is a custom that when we do a party, there's a dance off.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Dance off, bros.
Dance off.
Oh God.
This
Tell
did
me more
not
about this
work
custom.
well.
So you guys are trying to roll
Is
whoever rolls
it
the
co-ed
lowest?
or is it guys versus gals? How's this go?
What's
I'll be-
happening here?
I think it's
The-
just a I think it's just a
Individual.
free for all dance off.
A battle royale.
Oh God, I don't even
This
remember
is
what my
horrifying. Ken just
skill
wants us to
is.
roll our horrible dance skills and see what
Yes.
happens. Fucking all right.
I can't even find
Because
it on
if-
this.
Let's fucking
Okay.
go. There's no way
it-
we'll ever get better at it if we
Ah.
don't fail in public. Oh,
It is-
Ah,
Also, in honor of Kymries, who is off
the person who does the
doing his
worst wins
training.
because they throw a fishing line and they catch someone. Someone.
now, are we judging this by how much we fail? Because I failed, but
probably, yeah.
I feel like that should be the judgment by like the difference
Yeah.
of how far.
Yeah, I got 15 in dance. Here we go. Is everyone ready for this?
I have
I did
16.
awful.
I do have a 30.
70.
Ooh, be you.
74, but my skill is 25, so it's
Arissa's
Wow.
just.
That's pretty good, Arissa.
no, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Arissa just like does not know how to dance, and she's like very tired because it's sick. It's
She's
just,
just got limp arms and her shoulders
Yeah,
just
you
kind
can
of going
bounce
a little.
away.
she,
She's just kind of doing this thing.
yeah, she's
Alright.
doing the
Yeah.
white guy at a club,
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
little shimmy.
That's what
That's
I
right.
do. Yeah.
Oh, got it.
It's beautiful.
So apparently,
I got a 67, so still fail.
apparently this is Descara's day because the gods have blessed,
Dance.
and I got a 1.
You
We all stopped
Prepared
crashing
a
to watch you
special
and
dance.
Estrella dance.
Yeah,
Like,
you
holy shit.
prepared a
It's beautiful.
special
Your
dance.
wedding dance.
Okay,
You
well,
fucking nailed your
sends-
wedding dance.
Literally sends like a star disco globe down from the sky.
I thought you were gonna say sends bears. I was like,
Bears show up to dance with them.
yeah, flash mob of bears. Gosh,
Flash pop.
Dancing bear.
Dancing bears.
She's got the little tutu on and everything.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you
Shit,
kill
yeah,
it, dude.
no,
fucking
You is Israel.
cheering
You
for that.
now. Do you dance by yourself or are you dancing with your wife?
Originally, like, Des was not expecting to dance well at all.
And the
Uh,
moves are just coming from the gods.
Yep. but like, I feel like it starts off alone, and then he like will go over and bring her in to the dance.
Yeah, I mean, and you guys wind up doing like freaking like a tango.
Yeah.
Like At the end of it, everyone is just other people stop dancing to watch you guys dance.
I didn't know he had it in him.
By the way, check your dance skill.
Yeah,
Damn. Yeah, like
shit.
like Des
Damn.
does have a 30 in dance normally.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the
Damn,
highest out
son.
of all of us.
Yeah. That's like only like mostly
Fucking crushing
because
it.
of how of his just like beast stats.
Mm.
What's Bryn's dance?
16.
Oh, okay. Hey, so I have the second.
Yeah, we are the second highest.
somehow.
Yeah, 25 still impressive. Yeah.
You kill it, and the evening wears on. It's a great party. Does anyone drink too much? I know
Yes.
Arissa's not gonna. Yeah, oh, you have to. Yeah.
Mm.
It depends on Bryn. It depends on how sad I am.
Aw.
Roll for
Mm.
sad.
Bryn's
Roll for
pretty.
sad.
Bryn's pretty sad too. So
Oh shit. He's trying to
Bryn's pretty sad too.
be like, nah, this is a party. Everything is so
Match the
great.
sad.
I mean, she's trying to be happy for him.
He
So.
brings you some of Irenina's red beer.
I mean, she will not drink Aranina's red
you have
beer.
to.
It's definitely not blood like everyone else says it is, but it's spicy as fuck.
I mean,
But
It's
it
like
would
an
be
acquired
great if
taste.
it
It has
was
like
blood.
it has like a burn going down, like you know, like you
Is it
drink it and then you
spicy
get
like
like.
cinnamon spicy or like horseradish spicy or like
I'm gonna say
pepper
it's like
spicy?
Those were good.
Or like
Like, what was the
ginger
last-
spicy?
I'm gonna say it's like got some ginger and it's got a little bit of like an afterburn in there. Like there's some sort of like like you drink it and then there's
yeah.
like a little bit of a horseradish. Like after you, it's not you don't have the heat when you
Horseradish
drink it.
ginger. All
But
right.
afterwards,
Gotta
you
kick.
get like you get a little bit of like a oh man that's hot like right in your throat, you know, like
Yeah.
kind of like ooh, you know,
Yeah.
like yeah, it's good.
Oof.
Now you don't know if there is blood beer at some point in time. This is just the beer she made for this.
That's all right.
I
I'll
will
just
say that.
hope and
Yeah.
I'll imagine that there is.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna drink a bit much. He's gonna bring some red beer to Bryn. He's gonna dance with Bryn, and he's gonna tell her, "I am really happy." You know.
I know you are. I can tell. I know you are. I'm happy too, despite everything.
As long as I'm by your side, that's all I need.
We're always gonna be together. Regardless of what happens.
Put his
That could be
forehead on hers,
interpreted
way,
in
way
so many
down.
ways. Yeah.
Eh.
We are all going to die together, is basically what you just said.
That's what she said. She's like, "Don't worry, we'll die together." He's like, he's over here like telling Jordan like, live to spite them. He's like, I keep trying to convince Britta the same thing, but she's like, I'm gonna fucking die in the war.
I'm
And he's
like, I know. When I heard that, I was like, is that the best thing? Is that
Yes.
or is the best thing to die doing everything that you
No.
can to get back at them?
no, the constant point of contention between them. But yeah, Rue is gonna do a little over. He's gonna drink a little over tonight.
So, I mean, no context for anyone getting like super wrecked to see if you like, yeah. But okay,
Definitely feeling it tomorrow.
sure.
He might wake up in the woods somewhere. I don't know.
How you're not gonna wake up in the woods? How is he gonna wake up in the woods somewhere?
Yeah, it's not a wolf. It's not a wolf night. It's not a
Yeah.
wolfy night.
But like
Uh.
even on not wolf nights, he wanders into the woods.
Just wanders
Bryn,
off.
Bryn will like steer you.
We can wake up in the woods together. That's totally fine.
That's a good point too. Depends
We
on
both
how
wake up.
convincing he is. Yeah.
In a under a pine, like covered in pine needles. Like
It is cold out. I will say that. Like, just bear that in mind.
It's okay. We have Syl.
Okay.
wolf.
And Ort. Yeah, and Ort.
Well, I don't want Ort to like lay over me or sit on me or sit next to me.
like a toothpaste tube that's been crushed.
What you do is you lay Ort down.
Oh, yeah. We'll
then
just
you
be
lay
sandwiched.
against Ort with like a wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
get like you just got lots of fur
Sandwich.
in there.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. All right. So everybody parties deep in the night.
Party into the night.
Daskara, you have a pretty good night. You think you're for drunk, but you wake up and you seem happy.
Still married.
Still
So
married.
yeah, still married. Like you look at your wife. Was it a good night?
Wife?
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 Wife.
Say she did
Aw.
not have. She did not have to like
Fuck
live
your
out.
friend.
Yeah.
That would be rude,
Dear
so.
Molly's poem.
Well, I would say it would have to be Brute, but I don't know how many ways she swings, so.
Yeah, it's
It's
true.
true.
It could be any number.
No. Could go-
Rue and Aranina are friends.
It's true.
Just
And with that, sacred time is coming. So sacred time, as you remember from last time, is a very big deal. It is the magical rituals that recreate the world to make sure that everything keeps running the way it should. It's also a very big religious holiday for all of your cults. So there's a bunch of stuff that you do kind of mechanically for sacred time that we'll do.
Is this
But the
my
one-
first sacred time as a
before we
Vingan?
start sacred
Yes, it
time,
is.
I'm gonna get my chowder. I'll be back.
Go do that. You know what? I
Wow,
might go to the bathroom
Amber.
too while we do that. You know what?
It's been like 2 hours since she made that chowder.
It's simmering.
Poor.
She looks like she's got the white belt on her thing. She looks like it's her first day of karate class. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take a bio break too. I'll be right
Okay.
back. Yeah.
Break time.
Break time.
Break time.
Suddenly good soup. I got my good soup
Wow.
right here.
Well,
Nice.
what liquid is
Nice.
the liquid of the night?
It is Coke Zero with
Mm.
Absolute.
Mm.
Schmancy.
Mm. Mm.
All right, chat. What's everyone drinking tonight?
I was gonna pour myself some lemonade, but I was too lazy to get up because I'm cold, so I just have water.
That's valid. That's why I always keep like multiple sweaters and a blanket next to my desk, so I just don't have to get up. I can just
Yeah.
reach.
I have like been unprepared for like I keep forgetting, right? So like I go outside and I'm like, oh crap, it's cold. I'm
I-
like,
Pepper
oh,
and Fireball.
yep. I'm like, oh,
There
I
you
need
go.
to.
Yeah, yep,
Nice.
yep.
Nice. Fireball. Mm.
I
A mug of
remember.
whiskey is harsh, John. Like I've been close. Like my whiskey of choice is usually Crown.
Ugh. Ugh.
Caesar Augustus Lager IPA schmancy.
Mm.
Hot chocolate. Fuck yeah, Sharky.
Nice.
Do you
Nice.
have marshmallows in it? That's the important question. And if the answer is no, go fucking get some. Please, respectfully, go fucking get some.
I did.
And now I want marshmallows.
Mm.
I did start the night with one of my my oldest friends. He actually started working for a brewing company about 5 years ago, and
Wow,
he
brewing.
started just recently brewing with the company, and he made an English style dark and mild ale for
Oh,
one of our
nice.
locals.
It's pretty good.
It's really good.
I like
do
it.
enjoy it. It's nice and light and like
Yeah.
smooth.
Hmm.
Sharky, do you mean like canned whipped cream?
Hmm?
I've never seen it referred to as squirty cream, so I hope you mean whipped cream.
I'm going to call it squirty cream from now on.
That's
That is a great name for it.
Rip. Christian, we are asking chat what they're all drinking tonight.
Mhm.
I'm drinking water because I'm basic.
I'm also drinking water, Christian. So basic too.
Damn.
Out of
fucking
my tumbler.
Doc
I should
Boy's
be
not
drinking
even,
it out of a tumbler, but I have like the plastic bottle. Bad for
Doc
the
Boy's
environment. Even.
Yeah.
not even here in chat to roast me about my Diet Coke. Where the fuck are you, Mark?
Yeah.
Step the fuck up, but no. He's gonna hear. No, Brady will probably edit this out. He won't hear this.
Oh, don't edit this out, Rainey.
Christian just wants a clip of us saying squirty cream.
Oh God, squirty cream.
Hey, Chowder Girl's back.
Hey,
I think she has a brick of cheese or crackers.
I also
Crackers.
okay. I thought that was butter at first, so I'm
A
with
whole
you,
stick
Ken.
of butter for my chowder. I just eat it with a
You
stick
know,
of butter.
I
That
mean,
would not
be
those are
surprising.
club crackers, so that is basically a stick of
Yeah.
butter.
Is your chowder cold? Did you reheat it?
No, it was on slow cook this whole time.
Okay.
So.
Okay, that's good.
Sharky, I think you mean whipped cream, but I don't
Maybe
think
Maybe they call it squirty cream where he's
canned cream.
No,
Yeah,
they're
it's
from.
whipped
no,
cream.
it's just whipped cream. Yeah,
Yeah.
we call it
It's
whipped cream.
We
But it's
call it
just in a
squirty
thing, and you spray
cream.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah, we're learning that it in other places it is called squirty cream.
That is incredible, and I love everything about that.
I'm gonna call it squirty cream from now on.
Yeah, it is squirty cream
Squirty
canonically
cream.
now for the rest of my life.
Oh, gosh.
I've just become an Anglophile, or even more of one.
Squirty cream.
Squirty cream.
That's
There are
the
so many
subtitle
jokes that
of
can
this
come from that.
episode.
Jesus.
I just like Max's like comment to that. This is a family friendly chat.
Oh,
This hasn't been a family-friendly chat since the day we
For
started.
family-friendly
stream-
content, see Rainy Plays Games.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
can you imagine though?
Except when we play with him. and
Except
then
when
it's
we're
not.
guest starring,
Yeah.
then it becomes
Yeah.
not.
Can you
What
imagine
is-
though if
who
that's
is
the
it? It
thing
was-
that kicks us off the air, like squirty cream?
Squirty
just like,
cream.
just an innocent thing.
They haven't gotten us yet. Who was it that said I'm a walking content warning? That was Doc Void, right?
Probably.
Yeah, it's
Wow,
never
that's
family friendly when I'm there. Yeah,
That's a pretty good one.
yeah. When I come to town, the
Listen.
kids better go home. But,
I mean,
Content
We-
warning. Christian is present.
content warning, Christian.
Wow.
we created this stream advertising it as 6 DMs and thousands
Infinite
of dick
dick
jokes.
jokes.
So
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
now
we
it's
did.
6 DMs plus Kent and
6 DMs and
thousands
Kent.
of dick jokes. Like
Still thousands of dick jokes.
Dick jokes. Oh, that's what went wrong. Okay. Hold on one second. I gotta fix something here.
this stream is sponsored by Dairy Milk Squirty Cream.
So let's get back to seriousness here, or at least the
Yes,
seriousness of
sacred
role playing.
time. I have a
Sacred
special
time.
date planned for sacred time.
Ooh.
Whenever is a good time to take someone on a special date.
Aw.
There is a time within that. I'll kind of cover that. I'll go over
Yeah,
what
we can get
happens
to that
and then you
later.
can do it. But the most important thing, like mechanically though, some things do happen in sacred time. First of all, not going to worry about income because you're running around in the woods as rebels. So your food and stuff has been taken care of. You haven't worried about. You don't have to worry about a
Around the woods
harvest.
hiding our cows.
Yup, but you do age a year.
Oh gosh.
18.
Yup,
Shit, we're finally 18?
yup.
Wow.
Doom. Sorry,
You
I'm dealing
do
with
age a year.
Now you can write porn about us.
You
if
I mean,
anyone,
we've kind of been
Archive
doing
of
it
our own.
ourselves.
Do your worst.
if anyone does, I'll read it. I'll review.
I
will
would
too,
too,
actually.
actually. I'm
Seriously.
down with it. Yeah, please do send that. Yeah, I mean, feel free to
Send
send
us
it
your
anonymously
porn fan
if you wish to.
fiction.
But yeah, we will totally read that shit.
Oh wait. Oh no, because
You're like, oh, wait, so does have a porn.
no. I was saying I already have Arissa written as 18, so she must have already.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
Because I gave her a specific
was
birthday.
slightly older than us.
she was a little earlier.
Yeah, maybe you're old.
So
yeah.
my 19. So I have a specific birthday for her, Christian. If that,
Did you
I
age
also
her
have
on
a
her
specific
birthday?
I think I aged her on her birthday. She's
So then, don't worry about it for now.
Okay.
Going forward, you guys were like 16 when we started.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, all right. If you did it, just remember there's no effect for getting older until you hit 40. So I know this also for a fact in real life. So you next time, even though you have a specific birthday, mechanically we just do it at sacred
Cool.
time. All
Yeah,
right.
because her birthday's in
Yeah.
the fall, so yeah.
Okay.
So it's
The
probably recent.
next thing is that you have, again, it's a very big sacred time, the high holy days of most cults, particularly Vinga and Odela and Shalana Arroy. Those are the Lightbringer gods. Those are major religious holidays. Every god though is included in that. So Rue, obviously
I have
Telmor
my special hunt.
he has a place in this. So it's a major holy day for everybody. It's a big deal. You're going to make a worship roll, and if you succeed in the worship roll, you get another power gain roll. Now you can augment your worship rolls by your love of your deity and everything like that. You can
Okay.
also augment it with ritual preparations. So I'm going to say that after the wedding, there was still some time for sacred time. And if you look at the book, but I'll just read it, there are a couple different things you can do for ritual preparations. And I just need to find them. Hold on a second.
Can you let us know what page it's on so I can take a look at it when you
Yes,
find it?
I do just need to find it. I think it's in Magic Worship. Here we go. It is on page 244. So you have meditation or ritual practices, augmentation with dancing, etc. But meditation is something that you could roll a meditate skill if you had it. depending on the amount of time you want to do. Ritual preparation is probably the easiest. It's the least defined. But I mean, look, if you spend an hour in ritual preparation before you make the worship roll for the sacred time, you get a 35% bonus to your roll. So you don't
Fuck
have
yeah,
to do
why
a
not do
lot.
that?
You don't have to do a lot to make sure, to get a big boost to it. A day is a 50% roll to it. 50% boost to the roll. Interesting,
Oh, so
20
that's-
years. No,
That's
go ahead.
better than augmenting.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is, and it's just
Okay.
also kind of like a good role playing thing because you can say like, all right, well, what are your ritual preparations for whatever this may be?
Gotcha.
But we'll think about that because what we'll do is I'll describe what sacred time is, and then you can kind of click in because every day has different things. It's a 2-week thing, but I will kind of I'll probably kind of describe it as a whole as far as what happens, and then we can kind of role play the parts that you guys might want to kick in and out because I have a couple things that I want to talk about that happen during different sections of it too. So
I do have a question.
yes, you can. I might have an answer.
Does the Great Hunt happen during Sacred Time?
So the Great Hunt overlaps it a little bit.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. It actually the Great Hunt starts 3 weeks before Sacred Time, and then runs into it.
Is the Great Hunt an Odelia thing or a all the
It
Beast People
is-
thing?
Pretty much
It
all the
is
Beast People thing.
All of the Beast People. So
Right.
that would be something you would take part in too, Rue.
We have
Yeah.
been working on this. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Because
will
it's,
say
it's
too that
Odela, it's Found
I will say
Child.
so. We'll say this. Your wedding was probably 2 weeks before Sacred Time, so you have a week in between if you want to do some Great Hunt stuff,
Yeah.
and that will be your preparation and roll. Same thing with you, Rue. That'll be for Telmore for you if you wanted to.
Yes.
Absolutely, because we gotta.
We'll do Deskar first, then I'll do you because I have something special for you.
Fun.
I probably am either seek out or am sought out by Baroth.
Yeah. Absolutely. We'll say he finds you. Yep.
Sacred Time because it's my first. It would be my first Sacred Time as an initiate
You're
of
right.
Odela.
You're absolutely right. All right.
Mm.
So he teaches you some of the ritual preparations, but if you have ideas for what they are, you can tell me what they are.
I do have like in England. I would.
You should eat a lot and then sleep for like 2 weeks.
It's like,
Wow.
all right,
That's-
all right.
that'd be
we're just
hilarious.
gonna hibernate.
Wow.
Yep, you go like out into the cold and you
Inner
find
bear.
a hole and you fucking stay there.
Wow.
Or you steal a picnic basket.
High off of a windowsill.
Break into a garbage can in Yellowstone.
The bear things.
I'm gonna
Just-
eat this whole fucking sleeve of crackers, guys. Shit.
We know this.
Oh, I usually do too.
The
Especially with
crackers
some
are
good
so
cheese.
good with chowder. Like,
Yeah.
The crackers are just so good. That's why
Yeah, I
you
love
can't buy
getting there.
club crackers. That's
I
why
love me a good cracker.
oh,
Yeah.
they're so fucking good.
I do. It sounds like generic, but the I picture like with like it being the Great Hunt. Like we would go and we would try to take down a beast that we normally wouldn't try to. So like something big, something like saying, because we said it earlier, like maybe a
Like
mammoth
a bear
in this
or a
area.
bull moose.
Boots would be good.
Yeah, like just like something big that we're just like this is something that is a challenge to hunt, and it's
Fair.
not something that we do normally because we need food normally. Like
That's
this
sort of like
to a
what the
degree.
Telmori do that we established last time when they go and they pick the fittest animal to try to hunt.
Yeah,
So it's like a fair
say that.
competition instead of
You
weeding
have
off the
to-
weakest one.
Hey, you have to write that down. There's still a Google Doc with stuff waiting for you.
Yes, yeah, I do remember that. That was their tradition. You pick the strongest, fastest, fittest prey animal, and you match your skill to theirs, and it's a fair fight.
Especially
like
because
that.
like
Yeah.
thinking of Odelia and like the little that I know of it, like of thing, like he went Odela went to hunt the sky bear.
Yep.
And like that is to me like the like going to hunt the great hunt, like going to hunt like the greatest prey.
Tell me what you want to hunt.
Moose is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think like as a
Ort.
player as a player
Give me back
I'm not
those
sure
13 Rams
I'm not sure what would be like in this
area.
general area.
So you think
I do know that we coming down the mountain, like I'm pretty sure we had a station not too far away from our home, but like you did have us encounter a mammoth.
mammoths. Yep. So there are mammoths are around. They're rare, but they're around.
Yep.
One of those giant fucking boars that bit your arm off. That's a good fight.
There are boar around.
Yep.
Some of them are really big. Those ones are specific to the tusk riders, so they're
Yeah.
not necessarily something that you
Yeah.
wouldn't find one that big. You could get there are saber-toothed cats that are very rare, but they're around. There are moose, elk, deer, but you do that all the time.
Yeah.
There are more dangerous things. I mean, dinosaurs aren't particularly common around the Quiven Mountains, but they're around like in the lowlands. They're kind of far away if you really wanted to go to find them. Not far, but like a couple days far.
Go kill a chimera.
Yeah,
we had to pay the
rams.
last one off.
So
okay?
there would be storms like storm
That was a
rams or
manticore.
bigger
Oh,
rams, like like wild like sheep, like bighorn sheep kind of deals.
Mhm.
They'd
Yeah.
be around.
Dire goat.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
I also like the idea, like Sharky just posted like a field mouse and was like, it doesn't sound impressive, but like
Ooh,
it's something
no.
like it would be something that would be like hard to track.
A field
would
mouse
also
would
be
be really
interesting.
hard to kill through like normal means, like other than like trapping
Yeah.
or shit. That would be hard.
What do you want? Tell me.
Especially for a bear. Like a bear, I don't think could catch a mouse.
They would. I think. I mean, black bear
A
hunt them
bear?
and eat them. Black bear hunt mouse and eat them. Yeah, they do. That's
I feel
part
like
of
they're
it.
not fast enough. I feel like cats have to kill mice and like fox.
I'm
They
pretty
probably
sure.
don't chase a mouse, but like if
No.
a mouse is like near,
I think that I'm pretty sure black bear do catch field mice.
think they're fast
They're
enough?
just they're faster than you think, but I think they're also just very very quiet. They're very like
Yeah,
if you ever
exactly.
seen a bear
Also,
in the
is their
wild,
eyesight
like
good
they're
enough?
super
Mm.
quiet.
I mean, bears catch like fish, so like
Yeah,
Fish are big.
I think they can, but I will look that
Find
up
out.
later.
Rainy bear facts.
So
Bear
wait, so first of all, what would your ritual preparations be for the hunt, and then what do you want to hunt?
I think the my ritual preparations for the hunt would be kind of a definitely catering to my beast rune
Mhm.
for sure. Being one with more nature than man, beast more than man.
So kind of spending some time in the wilderness. Now it can
Yep.
be as long as short as you want. It could be as short as 30 minutes. So if you really just wanted to even like go out and like rub your back against a tree, that's something bears do for 30 minutes. Like, I mean, it sounds stupid, but it's like a beary thing. Like,
I do think it would
You find the bear tree. Like bears go
Yeah.
to the same tree to do that shit. They wear away
Yep.
the bark and stuff.
mhm.
I think because this is Dess's first and he's kind of being helped through it.
Mhm.
He would rely more on Baroth being like, oh, like this is what we do, this is what I do, and it doesn't have to be what you always have to do. But I think Des would go along with what Baroth does for this year.
You shit in the woods. No.
oh no. I mean,
That's what bears
Anxiety
do.
shitting in the woods before his wedding.
but
You catch
no.
salmon with your face.
Say you go out in the woods and you literally just spend an hour like meditate, just like not meditating, but like bears will sit and watch, like look at waterfalls and sunrises and stuff. Like this is a real thing. They'll
Really?
literally just, yeah, they will sit and just look at like
Cool.
beautiful views and vistas. And we think that people think they just like them. So I think that's what you do. You find a very nice like view. You're in the hills, so it's easy to find, like kind of go up a hill a little bit and find a thing that kind of looks out, and you can kind of see out of the forest onto like the lowlands of Sarkar, and you're kind of looking out on that. And you
think
just
of
sit
your
there.
wife.
You sit there for an hour and you just kind of contemplate what hunting means, what this hunt's going to mean to you in the coming year, and you kind of pray silently to Odela to bless it. That's what you're taught to do by him.
This tracks because I
And-
as a person also do kind of like to do this.
Yeah, I do that too, actually. I
too.
love doing that. Yeah.
I do too. Yeah.
Now, if you spend an hour doing that, you get a 35% buff to your roll.
Spend a whole day, watch the fucking
If you
sun
wanna
move
spend
all the
a
way
whole
across
day,
the sky.
You get a 50% buff to the
The
roll.
stars come up.
You know what? If you do that, you sit and you watch the sky bear come up.
Fast, don't eat, just watch.
Yeah, you just fast. You watch the sky bear come up.
Yeah, I think that the a whole day just like going and like being one with nature. Like Des has gone out and like he's hunted for multiple days at a time, but he never really took the chance to go out and just like be with nature.
Sure. So that's what you spend the day doing, and you learn. You find yourself at a very good, kind of peaceful place for doing that. And then once the full day is passed, which in Glorantha, by the way, is sunset to sunset, you begin hunting. You make a worship roll augmented by 50% for your. This will count to see how the hunt went too. What do you want to hunt?
For the hunt, I think a bull moose would actually be a good hunt.
Sure. Yeah, I mean those things are like 800 pounds, so that's. I mean, I wouldn't.
Or more.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah.
Interesting thing, like a test that a company does is called the Moose Swerve test. It's done in Sweden, and like it or not, there's only like one car that has passed, or like there's like a handful of cars that have passed.
Oh yeah, if you hit a moose, you're dead. Yeah,
but like so
being
like
able to swerve one though,
to
like
swerve
agile.
one, yes.
Yeah.
One of the cars that passed was a Tesla, but that's because it's fucking bottom heavy.
Yeah,
a lot of cars when they do that, they just fucking roll.
I heard that the Cybertruck just blew up before it hit the moose, so it didn't. So technically, it passed because before it hit it, it just exploded. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, I got a 46 that with my 50% definitely passes. I think I had a I had a 50 anyway, so
okay. So you pass.
Ooh.
So you go up you head up, and you wind up having to go higher up into the mountains because moose live higher up, and you get pretty deep into the woods. It winds up taking you a couple days, and you find some places where they've been rubbing. I think moose rub their antlers on the trees. So you find some rubbings, and you find some marshland, kind of like not marshland because you're going up hills, but like just like boggy kind of areas where streams are going to back up, and you find some tracks. And eventually you start hearing the moose far away, and you get closer. And as you get closer, Baroth is like, it's your first one, take the shot. And I won't make you roll the hit because you rolled well. Your worship roll is going to determine all of this.
Mm-hmm.
So you take it, but that was a normal success, right?
So I got a 46 out of, with the augment, 100.
Okay. So that's a normal success. So you hit it, you take aim, and you manage to hit it, broadside chest. You get a good shot in its lungs. It does run for a while. You do have to track it, but eventually you do get it down. And yeah, you got yourself a moose. Baroth's like, now we just have to carry all this damn meat back. but that's going to give you a power roll.
Cool.
And also, I'm going to message you something directly, Kent.
All right.
Okay. But you can do the power roll now if you want to see if you gain a point of power.
Right.
This will be during sacred time, but this is happening before. Don't worry. This is your thing.
There's a slim chance because I think I have a less than 10% chance.
Okay.
No,
So
no,
yeah,
I think that's up to a 15. I got power of 17.
so 17, 21 minus 17 is 4. So you get 20% chance.
Is it
Am I doing that
20% chance?
in my head?
I missed the math.
Let me see.
Because it's
Yeah, because
5
it's the
times.
result times 5. So yeah,
Yes,
20.
yeah.
17 times 5. Yeah, 20. Hey, I got a 14.
So you can roll 1d3 minus 1, or just take 1 power.
I will try the 1d4 minus 1.
Right, 1d3 minus 1.
1d3 minus 1. 1d3 minus 1.
You have a chance of whiffing here.
That is a 1. Or I rolled a 2, minus 1 is 1.
Get 1. So you can keep that and
Brings
just
me back
buff
up
your
to 18.
power. Or if you want to, you can get another rune spell. It's up to you. Think about it. Don't have to answer that right now.
I will get another rune point just to further my goal of just going full bear. Because I need like 9 rune points to do that shit.
You get another spell too, so
Yes.
keep that in mind. We'll talk about that off screen. Unless you have one you absolutely know you want.
I have no
That
idea
fits.
what's
All right.
available to me.
Because I
right
know
now,
you
so
have all the ones
I
in the
have an
cult, so we have to start
I
looking
have
at
an
like associated
extremely
cults and
small-
stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Rue.
Wait, power, you can take rune points instead?
Yes. Yeah. You power and rune points are exchanged on a 1-for-1 basis.
Hmm.
So generally, like during like the minor holidays, is it we as players can sacrifice power to gain rune points,
Yep.
which is one way like for people with high power when they don't keep succeeding their power rolls, they can just
Lower it.
sacrifice a couple and then like pass it again.
But it also gives you more magic.
Gives you more magic.
So what are your ritual preparations, Rue? Yours, by the way, this is going to be on Wild Day before Sacred Time. Or it could be on Wild Day during Sacred Time if you want. Because there is one.
For the preparations or for the big Talmori ritual?
The actual Talmori ritual will be Wild Day
Yeah,
of
it would be
Sacred Time.
Wild Day, yeah.
Okay. Right.
I think the preparations are him and Sil are going to go out into the wilderness. He leaves most of his clothes and his shoes and stuff behind, and they are going to run all night from sundown to sunup. They do not stop.
That's awesome.
Yep,
That is awesome.
wolves are endurance hunters. They
Okay.
have
Just
to be
like
able
us.
to
That's why we
run
like
for
them.
a long
Yeah.
fucking time. So they do not stop the moment the sun sets to when it comes up. He's a 2-leg form, no shoes. We go.
That's 50% to your worship roll. And then that, we'll say that's the day before. Wild time comes and you shift. Give me a worship roll,
The big
augmented
hunt.
by plus 50 to see how you do.
That's so funny. Mine was going to be similar.
Regular success.
So you're going to get a power gain roll.
Fuck yeah. That is. We find the fastest and fittest prey. It is a long, long hunt.
Describe it if you want, but I have some things to add.
And I am tired from the night before. So we do not stop running. We do not stop until nightfall. The meme. Let me see. The roll here is now 21 minus. I'm currently at 11. So that means I have
50% chance.
50%. And I am rolling over.
Under.
Biffed it.
We have a reroll left.
I will use a
You
reroll.
should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do it.
Still no.
God, you
Oh
suck.
well, better luck next time.
Someone give her a reroll. She has a power of 11. She needs more power.
No.
points.
We decided one reroll and then
Oh
we
yeah,
let it
one
ride.
reroll.
Yeah.
All right, you biffed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right. I have
Okay,
to find
he's got
other
the
ways to get power.
necklace. He's got the necklace though too. So
How is your hunt? Describe it in wolf form.
You know, the first hunt that he did on this big sacred day was a successful hunt. It was hard and it pushed him to the limits of his ability. I think this hunt, he fails. It gets away.
I'm going to tell you why. So you and Syl are hunting, and actually roll your beast rune for me too.
Beast roll. Beast rune. Wow, I fucking failed that too.
Perfect. All right, so you're
Shit.
you suck.
Yeah, fuck. It gets away, man. I'm too fucking. I don't know.
You choke on these important rolls.
Choking.
Too sad about not being married.
Yeah, maybe that's what's on
so
your mind.
sad that my girlfriend will not marry me.
So you're hunting, and you catch the scent of something, an animal. You think it's a ram. I think a wild ram.
One of 13.
And you're trying to like get close to it, but then you hear this like jingling noise, and you're like, "What is that?" Just like a little like, right? You hear this whip up, and you look around, and you're like, "Oh, what was that?" You keep hunting, and you hear it again and again, and all of a sudden you catch this flash of red and silver in the forest to the side, and you see a woman dressed as a dancer, but it's not a Sartarite outfit. It's a lunar outfit.
I was saying, this is a red moon priestess. This is a red witch.
She's got a very long, like kind of like skirt, and I don't say she's bare chested, but she's got so much silver jewelry on that everything's like covered. And she has like a chest piece that's a bat that's silver, and she's got silver rings and silver coins hang on her dress. And she's got this mask on, so you can't really see her face. It's just a mask that is a very expressionless fat face. And she's got this hair, this black hair that kind of flows out. And she sees you. You lock eyes, and she kind of just dances a little bit
Oh,
and turns and runs into the woods.
I must bare my teeth and then go after her.
You chase after her, and you think this should be easy because she's barefoot and she's just
She's just a people.
who's running barefoot through the woods, and she's a soft like city person at that. I should be able to catch her easily, but you find you can't. You run, and all of a sudden she disappears, and you're like, where did she go? And you hear the jingling again now behind you. And you turn around, she's there again, staring at you. And we just.
Me and Syl are going to split up. We'll try to get her from different sides.
You chase her all night long, but you do not catch her.
Fuck.
She's always just out of your reach. And in the morning, you are exhausted. Orissa, Shalana Arroy has her own day within Sacred Time, during which there are no animal sacrifices. And basically, a lot of the gifts are given that day, and it's just kind of like a day of peace and harmony.
I bring you a pumpkin.
So, what would you say if you wanted to do ritual preparations? What do you think they would be?
Yeah, so I think Rissa, one of the kind of big things that she has done before and continues to do, especially because they're so on the move, is effectively making like emergency healing kits, where she'll make these little like bags out of like leather cloth that she can tie up that have like medicinal herbs and like things to wrap wounds in, like bandages, I don't know if there's like a particular cleaning salve that she can like
Yeah, I mean, there's herbs and stuff you can kind of
bottle
make.
up.
So yeah,
But yes, but basically things that she can give to people and share so that she can make sure that whether it's the group that's continuing to go out with the Company of the Dragon or the folks that are staying back will always have something that is there to protect them in their pocket on their side.
so it's kind of like a ritual worship of the goddess because you're preparing healing things.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
she's actively trying to protect people ahead of time.
If you do that for a day, you get a 50%
Yeah.
boost to the
Yeah,
worship
she
roll.
would absolutely lock herself up and take time on that.
And that is, so it is I'm trying to find what day exactly it is. It's set aside. I think it's the 10th day of the 14th day. So it's more towards the end.
Okay.
But yeah, all right. Roll your,
So it's 50 plus my worship.
plus your worship skill, and you want to roll under.
My worship. I'm gonna have to pull out a calculator to double check this because my worship skill is 74.
I mean, you can't do
So-
so. What I mean, once you're over 100, you only fuck up if you roll a 99. So
Don't
yeah.
say that.
okay,
I will.
we have some rerolls still because people gave some.
I succeed, but like I rolled a 96.
Oh,
But
That's still a success.
Still a success
Yeah.
because with the bonus it's
Yep,
124.
that's still a success. Yeah.
oh, this is a little bit of a rough sacred time.
It is a rough. That's fine.
Oh,
It kind
dear.
of is fitting.
It
You
is.
find that you have a
Left
hard
her
time
home.
concentrating because the last sacred time
Oh.
you were home, and this is your first one not home,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's really kind of weighing heavily on you as you do this. And
Yeah.
you're thinking of like the shrine you had at home back in White Rock, and all those things. And it's kind of you find yourself getting kind of emotional as it happens.
Oh yeah, there's definitely points where
But as you do, you feel the orb kind of grows warm when the moments when you're getting very emotional, the orb grows warm and kind of you feel maybe that's his way of comforting you.
every time she feels it, she'll gently just kind of place her hand on it, just take a couple deep breaths, feel the warmth, and just kind of try and recenter herself.
So you get a power roll because you did succeed. So you can do another
Yeah.
one.
So my power roll, we did the
Yeah, but
math
not,
wrong.
not if you're
It's-
over one. Once you're over 100, night Sharky, I think it's only on a 99 if I'm right. Hold on, let me look at my thing. Maybe you did fail. Let me just double check if people are
Oh
saying.
no,
Let
Wham,
me
wham.
see.
it's a rough sacred time.
No,
See, the trick is to get
96
married.
is a fail. Yeah. 96
Only
is a
the
fail once you're higher than
newlywed
100.
Mr. Lucky Bear Pants is
Now,
doing well.
We do have two.
I'm gonna use one
Yeah,
of the rerolls.
We do have them, so you might as well.
Use the re-rolls.
Mr. Lucky Bear
People gave them to
Pants.
us. I forgot that. I thought it was 99 when she got over 100, but
Okay.
I think I'm thinking something. I think I'm thinking
Oh
of
wait, so
Cthulhu.
what is it? I missed it.
96 or higher is a fail once you get over 100.
Okay, gotcha.
You always have a 4% chance of failing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
34.
Okay. Now roll your power. So
Yeah,
I'm still
it's-
gonna say you thought of all that stuff though, because that was too
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't go
Okay.
up.
You're way up there anyway, so you don't even need it.
I would have to roll under 10%.
Yeah.
Mm.
Bryn,
And it's physically impossible for me to do so in this game.
what do you got? Until you're gonna
Um,
like throw a rock at something and you'll kill it with one hit, because that's usually what you do.
I like to think that like around this time, Bryn like redyes her hair. She kind of runs through the ritual that her grandmother taught her, kind of doing all of the different tattoos and paintings on Ort. I also like to think for Bryn personally, she works with Harvar, I think around this time every year to make new weapons. So she'll like make a couple spears, all of her arrows and stuff like that. And I think for her, what she would like to do also kind of it's funny that Rue had said that he was going to run because like late at night, I think she also, once she does kind of like the ornate tattoos on Ort, paints herself and then will just go riding as fast as she can, kind of naked out
Yeah.
into the wilds and stuff
You
like
can
that.
paint yourself blue if you want while you do that.
Yeah, yeah.
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 Yeah. She wants to like re-dye her hair red, do all of her weapons and stuff like that. I like to think too that the Vingans kind of meet and they kind of run through. I forget what it's called, but like you know how like you have like when you're practicing like swords and stuff like that, you have like a routine that you do.
Kata?
Like a kata.
I have no idea
Yeah.
what it's called, but
Yeah.
you like run through
Yeah.
different like swings
Yes.
and like things like
Yes.
that. You have
Yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah.
routine and things like
Yeah,
that.
I would say that you could do that as like almost like a dance altogether.
Exactly,
Like a
all
war
together.
dance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
okay.
practicing, kind of running through a
Sure.
routine and like chants and cries and stuff like that. I think
Sure.
it's-
And that's very appropriate. And I
Yeah.
mean, Orlanth and Vinga are celebrated throughout the whole 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that works. So
Yeah.
actually, I will say that there's a specific part during the ritual where like Orlanth goes away on the Lightbringer's quest.
Mhm.
And so like those gods are kind of like quote unquote gone. And if you remember with your initiation, that's when Vinga guarded the stead.
Mhm.
So that's the day
Hold
that it
the
happens while they're
line.
away. Yeah, that's when you held the line. So all right, we'll say that
Gotcha.
that's the day you do it. And yeah, so yeah, you got to plus 50 for that if you do a whole day doing that. You make
Okay.
your roll and let me know how you do.
I succeed, regular success. I got a 29 out of 40. 29 out of 40.
Yep.
Okay.
So now you get a power gain roll for that. So that is 21 minus your power.
Yep. So that's 3. So times 5 is 15.
Yep.
Nope. Wait. $10. Oh, I got it. I always get confused because I roll like a D10 and I'm like, fuck, is a 10 a 0 or is it a 1?
Yeah.
It can't be a 1 because a 1 is a 1. I got a 10.
So you get you can take 1 power,
Okay.
or you can risk it for the biscuit and roll 1d3 minus 1. Get a chance to get 2 power, but you also have a chance to get none.
I am going to take the 1 power. Yeah.
And that just like with Des, you can just put that right into another rune point if you want.
I am going to put that into another rune point. Yeah, my power is pretty high, so
In which case we need to pick another spell for you. We can do that off screen if you want.
I have a list. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pick one from
Wham.
your list then.
yeah, yeah. I got a list.
All right. As long as it's just run it by me because, like there are specific ones to the cult. That's all. But,
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll run.
Yeah.
I'll send you what I have.
yeah, just let me know. I'm sending secret messages to you guys. Hold on a minute.
Oh shoot.
Spooky, spooky, spooky. Now I have spooky, scary skeleton stuck in my head. God damn it.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
I've only done this to myself.
Well, now it's stuck in my head.
Ha!
So now you've done it to 2 people.
Spreading the spooky. You could take the Halloween out of the stores, but you can't take the Halloween out of the bitch. Put that on my tombstone.
I think
Spooky
it's
till
like
the end.
2. It's 3.
What?
Just let me know.
Oh,
Nope.
You can let me know later too on this. All right. Don't have to do it now. Can let me know later. But that's just
I
the
already
thing
rolled.
that I need you all to do. All right. So sacred time. First day, a circle is created. So in the big same clearing where the wedding was, everything's cleared out of it. A circle is created. All the gods are invoked. Animals are sacrificed at appropriate to all the different gods, but all of them are called upon. Ones, bad ones. Orlanth is called upon. The Red Goddess is called upon. Good and bad. all the gods and goddesses are called upon to bring the world back together. The blood is taken, and like sacred like twigs are like dipped into it, and they like flick it on both you guys to bless you, your tools, your weapons, your things like that. Hold on, I got to answer this question in chat because like this question comes up a lot. And hold on.
He is here, lurking.
No,
Hungering.
we never did the I never did the Harrowborn rune spells, Sharky. That's just something I never used.
All the gods come together.
All the gods are coming together. Thank you. I'm reading this thing. The rest of the blood is poured into secret pits to feed the goddesses of the underworld and the dead.
Cool.
Many people go and dance
Metal.
and pray,
Yeah.
call upon their ancestors. That goes on for 3 days. On the third day, anyone who's a follower of Humacht actually just cuts themselves, pours their own blood into the pit, and they stand guard around the perimeter for the rest of the celebration. You guys actually
She's
see
like, Ben.
Yeah, I was like,
you guys see Jorganath standing guard.
He's dead.
I know. You see him. You can see through him, but you see him amongst the
No.
others.
it's like
The ancestors should come back too.
Force ghosts.
Yep.
Oh man. Well, I will not disrupt his vigil, but I will look at him for a long time.
He doesn't look like he sees you because he's just staring straight ahead.
Yeah.
But he's there.
He would have
Yeah.
done that if he was alive too.
Correct. But after that circle is up, I mean, when you walk through it, you can feel a difference. Like the sacred world and the real world have come together within that circle. That goes on for 3 days. On the fourth day, the 7 Lightbringers are all honored. So all Orlanth, Isaris, Lankermai, Shalana Arroy, Fleshman, and the people who are gods are all honored. And then they all are honored in a joint ceremony. People are chosen to represent them. Hofarg is
Damn.
again grabbed to represent
Every
Stickman.
fucking time.
Yep.
This
Londath.
guy.
Actually, Tarkan represents Orlanth. A priestess who you don't know, a younger one of the Anjasi clan, is representing Inalda. No, I'm sorry, Inalda's not there. Another priestess of Shalana Arroy is chosen. Those people go away. And they're like doing something somewhere where you don't know. But apparently it's really awful because they're going on the Lightbringer's quest and it's very important shit. But they're not around. You don't see them for a while.
Did that happen last time?
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Okay.
On the 5th day, you call upon all sorts of gods and spirits, including hostile ones, to help you survive. 'Cause
Yes,
it's
it's like this is
quote,
when we
unquote,
fought the loon.
That
Great
is when we fought
darkness.
the loon.
Yep. The 6th day is dedicated to Isaris. As a power of God of communication, and sacrifices and worship are given to all gods, but mostly to him. The 7th day is the reenaction of I Fought, We Won. So a priest casts the summons of evil in there. Anyone who wants to fight can.
Mhm.
You guys kind of have proven yourself last year, so you don't need to do it. Mostly this is for like younger people who aren't
Yeah.
proven
Prince
yet.
like pushes the children out of the way. I want to fight.
Yeah. So younger warriors of the Anjasi clan are kind of like, yeah, let's do this. And the summons of evil is cast. This year, it's not a loon that shows up. As it's cast, the circle becomes cold and a frigid breeze like blows through and snow and ice swirls around, and an ice spirit shows up, a Hulri, a winter spirit that they fight off. And a couple of them get really hurt. But they manage to drive it off. Fortunately
I feel
for
like this
them,
is going to be a hard winter. I feel like all the omens have been like, this is a famine winter. We're going to starve this winter.
fortunately for them, next day is dedicated to Shalana Arroy. Arissa, that's the day that your things happen. And there's no violence or animal sacrifice, and the people that got hurt in the I Fought, We Won battle are healed. Sometimes they have to be brought back to life, but not this time.
Good.
Shit.
Don't give the poor woman a heart attack.
On the 11th day, the Lightbringers return. And they come with Inalda. A priestess was chosen to represent Arnalda. She comes back with them, along with little girls kind of spreading flowers and stuff to represent Voira. And there's a big feast and celebration to celebrate time beginning and the birth of the world as we live in it now.
Mm.
The next 2 days is dedicated to the reunion of the gods and goddesses of life. The bodies of the world are re-inhabited by their immortal parts. The celebrations are relaxed, so most of the time those next couple of days are chill, but the ancestors are also invoked too. During that time, Rue,
This was not great.
you happen to be there in the circle. You see someone you know.
Is it Gordo?
Yes, it is.
Oh, fuck.
He's so happy.
Just kind of standing there. People are kind of hanging out. It's a hangout thing. You don't actually you go down to the circle and kind of chill and talk to your friends and try to pray. People will pray on their own. Some people pray together. A lot of people just hang out and talk. He's standing there just chilling and watching everyone.
Oh man, Rue smiles, but it's like a smile that immediately has like tears coming to his eyes.
He
And
sees
he's
you
gonna
and
Go over to him.
he kind of raises a see-through tankard to you and smiles. And
Came
he
all the way
talks-
down here for
he
sacred time.
talks. He talks, but you hear it more and you feel it and hear it more in your heart than you do.
Out loud, yeah.
Yes. And he says, "I knew you had it in you."
Ah. You taught me.
You know what it is now. You stand between them and death.
I'll hold the line.
You'll do much more than that.
Your legend's great.
I
People are
heard it.
telling
I'm pretty
stories.
happy about it.
It's a really good one.
Yeah. Black-hearted bastard who bore a bitter crown. I really like. Fuck that guy.
Everybody misses you.
I miss all of them. But life is short. I'll see them all again.
Is my grandma on the other side?
Yes. She's doing
It's it's really fucking heavy. I knew it was gonna be. I believed you. I mean, it's just
it doesn't get lighter. But you have a chance to do things that we never would have. You've got something with that, and he kind of looks at the mark on your hand that we didn't have. Use it for what it's worth. Orlanth was never afraid to learn new things.
I'm not either.
I know. That's why you're good at what you do.
I'll take care of them.
I know you will.
All of them.
I know you will.
They've got a lot of help.
He just looks at you and smiles, and he reaches out and he kind of just can't really hug you because he's a ghost, but he tries to ghost hug you.
I don't know if you've talked to Jordan yet, but you should.
I've been looking for her. but I haven't seen her.
I'll send her down.
Please do. If there's anyone else who wants to talk to a ghost, you can probably.
Talk to a ghost.
Not everyone necessarily shows up, but if you kind of ask, they might. This is
We don't have
you have
to.
a direct line of communication to the ancestors. Pretty much why this is open. So
We don't have to play this out, but as she does every year, Arissa looks for her parents to show them she's doing okay. And
Bryn
talk
can
to
do the same if she wants. Bryn can also avoid it if she wants. That's
Bryn's
up to
like,
Bryn.
fuck my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't want to see them.
Okay.
She might, however, want to see her grandmother see her grandfather from a distance. But
They
We don't
do
have to,
see
yeah.
each other. Yes. Yeah, you see them talking.
yeah.
It's interesting because he looks young.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the good news for you, Deskar, is you don't see your mom as a ghost.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's good too. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
The last day,
Yeah. Rue is gonna find Jorna and tell her that she should go down if she hasn't.
I suppose I have to. I've been afraid of what I see. I'm afraid.
You don't have to, but you should.
She just closes her eyes and you see like tears just well up. And she says, no, I will. Thank you, bro.
You
As
are
she goes.
strong.
She goes and you see them talking. Both crying. One side goes crying.
Ghost crying.
Ghost crying.
It's like regular crying, but you're dead.
He's right. The last day is dedicated to Lankarmai, the sage and the seer. And that is a time where some prophecies are taken. Lankarmai typically looks to the sky and things, but also there's some other ways of doing it, and particularly this way. You see, right before the sun sets, which would be the end of the service and the end of sacred time before the spring equinox, you see Morganeth leading out this one of the younger Naldens. Her name is Arale. She danced at the wedding. She's unmarried initiative. She's dressed also in white. And Morganeth is carrying like these herbs, like a bundle of herbs. And Liv is there preparing a fire. And she's praying over the fire and she's evoking Mahom, the goddess of the hearth. And they take Arale and they sit her in front of that. And she puts like a shawl over her eyes so she can't see. And then Morganeth drops the herbs into the fire. And they kind of pop and fizz out. Arale leans over and just inhales them. And when she does, she's kind of just like...
Recording stopped.
drops back for a while. Recording stopped again, Jess?
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing this.
I'll take the rest of it.
Recording
sure?
in progress.
Oh, I already.
All right.
Okay.
We're all recording.
Everyone's recording. Her eyes roll back in her head and she just goes in this like deep meditation for a while. As people around her, people kind of play drums and they play low horns, kind of like a recorder. And she's in a trance for a while, very far gone. And all of a sudden she gasps and she comes back to life. But her eyes, the shawl comes off and her eyes just roll back in her head. All you see are the whites of her eyes. And Morganeth says to her, you have eyes now that look into another world. You look into the web of fate. What do you see? And she says, the fates I fathom, but Father I see. Of mighty gods, the engulfing doom. Brothers battle to the bitter
Recording
end.
stopped.
And sisters their sons their siblings betray. Woe rules the world, much wantonness. Axe age, sword age, sundered our shields. Wind age, chaos age, ere the world crumbles. The spear of no man spares his other. A blood-red sun dims Elmo's light and brings a summer. Brings a winter summer, does not melt. Such heralds the doom of the world. And she snaps out of it. That's where we'll stop.
That sounded fucking bad.
Sounded really bad.
They don't always sound like this, do they?
No, sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're bad. Last year was bad.
Last year was bad, but
Was
they
it
never
the
sound
Doom of the
that
World
bad. No.
or
No, it wasn't like this, but I mean, yeah, that's what it says. I'll read it again. Fates I fathom, Father I see, of mighty gods the engulfing doom. Brothers will battle to the building bitter end, and sisters' sons their siblings will betray. Woe rules the world, much wantonness. Axe age, sword age, sundered our shields. Wind age, chaos age, ere the world crumbles. The spear of no man spares his other. A blood-red sun dims Elmo's light, and brings a winter summer does not melt. Such heralds the doom of the world.
Great.
Okay, well, sounds a little less bad.
11 out of 10.
The second time around.
Because it stopped recording. It was so bad it actually stopped recording again for you, Jess,
I know.
in the middle of it.
Jesus. Okay.
What
Fucking- This was a rough
tied
sacred
you?
time, y'all.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that was sacred time. Happy wedding,
Sacred time to
Discara.
not be getting laid. Fucking Discara.
Why did you say Descara? Oh, can't
Because
you
he
read it?
is getting laid.
Oh, that's
He's
fair.
the only one.
That's fair. Kent, you're still muted.
Yeah,
There we go.
There you go.
All right.
we'll be back in 2 weeks to find out what that means.
Great.
Unpack
Probably
this
some
sacred
bad
time
shit.
Spring will be a coming.
and go on my date. I've got a sacred time date planned.
We didn't get
We don't have to do that
I'm
tonight.
sorry.
Tomorrow's fine.
Okay,
No,
all right,
that-
next time we
week's fine.
film. All right, all right. Just remind me, okay, to set time aside for that. All right,
Yeah, I'll message you ahead of time too. So yeah,
cool.
you can share my
also,
ideas.
we're getting into. Good night, John. So that'll be next time. Will be spring. It'll be the year 1621. Spring. I'll give you a couple options. I mean, you can pursue personal things for that season. The first caravans will be starting to come out of Tarsh, probably to resupply the lunars. If you want to
Could
raid a
raid
caravan,
those.
that's up to you guys. I know last time you didn't raid one because you elected to get the Tusk Riders, so
Yeah,
that could be
right.
something. You let me know. You don't have to tell me right now, but just let me know ahead of time so I know kind of what to prepare.
Okay.
So think about it.
Yeah, just remind me, just message us what our options are that
Sure,
are around.
I
Yeah.
will. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's like the first caravans coming would be like the major one.
Yeah.
You haven't heard much of other rumors going on. So really, like, other than that, it would be like other personal things if there were things you wanted to
Gotcha.
pursue.
I do have
Gotcha.
to go north at some point. It's true.
You do.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I have to.
Gotcha.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I will
So that's it.
yoink it from here.
Yeah, take it away.
And say thank you, everyone, so much for joining us on this week's episode of DMs After Dark as we ventured through one hell of a sacred time.
A wedding.
Wedding! Yay! Sacred time.
13 rams, 1 ewe.
My favorite gift.
It's so good. The gift
Wait.
that keeps on giving.
Sarah, did you
But only one at a
describe Arissa's
Blanket.
gifts?
I described it previously, but it
Yeah,
was she wove a blanket that was an image. It was the image on it was effectively like the woods and some of the homes near where Israla lived. And then going around the outside were runes of it was beast, man, earth, wind,
Harmony.
movement, harmony, fertility, and maybe something else, life. It was a lot of good, the good vibes, the thing that represents each of them, that kind of deal.
Mhm.
But Arissa make big blankie,
Big blanket.
big old
Big
blankie,
Big weighted blankie. Snuggle blankie.
Shareable.
big snuggleable
Yeah.
blankie. Yes. A blankie tall enough to cover a Descara, so big blankie.
Big blanket.
That's
Big
probably
blanket.
appreciated. That's a good one.
It is
Uh,
good.
Big blanket company.
Because that's what Arissa does. Bitch loves to fucking weave.
Yep.
Bitch,
brings the
bitch loves
comfort.
blankets.
Bitch loves a loom. Like, of course she loves blankets. She's constantly cold all
Yep.
the
True.
time. And wears like 5 layers of clothing. Anyway. If you enjoyed what you saw or listened to here, you can follow us. You can follow us for free on Twitch at twitch.tv/DMsAfterDark. You can find us on all of the podcast apps under DMs After Dark. You'll get the audio recordings of these episodes, as well as any other little random podcasts that we toss up there from time to time. We also have a YouTube channel, same thing, DMs After Dark. Where all
This will
of
be
these
up. This will be up tomorrow. So
Perfect.
on our YouTube channel.
Yep, all of our streams are posted there in video form. We are also on Facebook, Instagram, and I am trying to resurrect our Blue Sky account because I forgot about it for a while, but I want to bring it back.
I gotta make my own Blue Sky account. That's something I'll do this
and
week.
Blue Sky has opened up. You do not need a
Mhm.
referral code anymore. So if you want to follow us on there and join us in leaving the shit former Bird app,
I was
we
never
are
on it, but yeah, I
leaving
just
it.
want- I just
We
want to
were,
vibe
yeah.
with RPG people on Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm
fuck
saying the DMs had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
are
some
leaving
muskrat.
that.
Yeah.
Moving over to Blue Sky. And then we might be on Threads at some point. We'll share all
I have
We're
to
trying
how
to figure
do
it
that.
out, yeah.
we're figuring we'll post
Because
on the social
you know what's weird
medias.
about Threads? This is the thing. You need to sign on through the Instagram. But now normally your Instagram and your Facebook are like connected. But in our instance, I'm the one who runs the Facebook. Rainey runs the Instagram. So technically he has to do the threads. So I gotta talk to him about it.
And
Yeah.
like he has his own like the
Yeah.
Rainy Plays Games thing through Threads.
Yeah, and I
too,
think
so.
that our Instagram was actually set up by him, not connected to our Facebook. So it's a weird
Yeah.
situation, but I'll
We'll
have to figure it out. We'll figure it
But
out.
when we
Yeah.
get there, we'll post about it.
Yeah.
You can also email us at dmsafterdark@gmail.com. Questions, comments, concerns, conspiracy theories, cat pictures. Any and all are
Or
welcome.
pictures of our
Porn.
awesome. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I was gonna say newly added porn.
Rule 34
Send
for
us
our
your smutty
characters.
fan fiction.
God,
To be
please,
clear,
I'm the one who
written porn.
Yes,
Or
written.
drawn porn.
not reenacted porn, no live action porn.
Yeah, please no, please don't,
Expressly
because
forbidden.
I'm the one who opens those those emails. I
Fan
don't want to deal
fiction.
with that.
Yeah.
In written format only.
Yeah,
Or
that's
you
fair.
know, pictures maybe drawn.
Drawn.
No
drawn.
AI
Not
though.
photographic.
No
yeah,
AI,
not
yeah.
photographic, just drawn.
I don't know what you're
Dragon.
asking about. I'm on the fence about that one, Jen.
Oh, really? I was just thinking of the dragon sketches on the wall.
Oh, yes, we do want the dragon art.
Oh yeah,
The dragon temple.
Make your own dragon porn.
Make your own dragon
It's doing to me.
I just want like stick figure ones.
Said
I don't want
Christian
I want no
York.
detail. I want very minimal detail. Just
Minimal
I have to
just
see it. I
stick
guarantee
figures.
you're all seeing it. Okay,
That's fine.
like that's all I'm saying.
just stick figures.
anyway, I'm gonna rein it back in here. If you want to support us, the best way to do that is by leaving a review for our podcast on the podcast app. That helps that get seen, which helps this get seen, which is really wonderful and exciting. We've had such a great outpouring of support since we started playing RuneQuest. And it really means a lot to us, and we're like super appreciative of getting to like hang out with y'all and enjoy the good shit, learning about Squirty Cream. You know, we learn
Yeah.
it's
Where else would we
educational.
know? How would we know about Squirty Cream?
We
How
wouldn't.
else?
We wouldn't
And we'd be poorer for it.
I'd still
exactly.
be putting marmalade on scones like a savage.
Eating apples in the middle of whatever spring or whatever.
Oh, yeah, remember?
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
No,
Like, I don't know,
idea.
it's a fucking fruit, man. Like,
Well, until next time, may your prophecies not be about the end of
The
the
doom of
world.
the world.
That's doom.
I didn't think of my question of the week. What's our dumb question for folks this time?
Mm.
Well, we asked them about their favorite drinks, right? So,
We asked them what they were drinking now.
you
You know what? Hey, all right, I've got one. What do you think any of our RuneQuest characters or NPCs' favorite alcoholic beverage would be? I'm very curious to know what y'all think. I don't know alcohol, so I want answers.
Oh,
right.
I like it.
Send us what you think our characters would enjoy. Have a good night, everyone. Love one another.
Yeah.